All right, what's going on? Good evening. Actually, good morning here in the Canary Islands. On board the MSFS Hans Hartmann ATR 72600. And I'm already having issues getting my headset adjusted properly on my face. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, so yeah, this thing took an update yesterday that was really extensive, and I figured we should fly it. I know we just did a stream a couple of nights ago, I think it was, in the ATR. Where did we go? Oh, that's right. We went from like Bahamas. We went from Nassau to Fort Lauderdale to Key West. But how can you not? I mean, this thing had a massive update. I've done one quick test flight in it, and I think a lot of the issues that I was having before, like with VNAV, seem to have been fixed. The change log is extensive, and there's some pretty cool stuff in here. So, yeah, tonight, ooh, it looks like somebody else is on. We're on VATSIM. I doubt there's going to be any actual ATC, but we're on VATSIM if you guys want to fly along. Yeah, so tonight we're gonna try for 3 legs. We'll get at least 2 in. We'll see what time it is and how I'm feeling for the third. But we're here in La Palma, which is in the Canary Islands, and we're gonna go from La Palma to Gran Canaria. And then from there to Arrecife, and then from Arrecife back to Tenerife North. So 3 legs hopping around the the Canary Islands. Actually, these are real world flights flown by Binter Canarias Airlines. Never heard of this airline before, but anyway, hope you all are doing well. Nobody's on. Hope the stream is working. Yeah, maybe just nobody's on. That's totally fine too. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do, and yeah, should be a good one. Stand by for 1 second here, folks. Just need to check one thing real quick. Hang on 1 second. Oops. Hang on 1 second here. Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's disable that. Just want to get back to the right. There it is. All right. Gotta get back to the right app. Cool. So a couple of new things. So the tablet one has kind of a major update. You have the ability now to import your SimBrief data from your OFP. So that's kind of huge, actually. It's kind of cool because it lets you set fuel and payload directly from your OFP. So for example, let's go ahead and move this tablet out of the way. Uganda, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well with you too, man. Anon, there's no love for the ATR. I know. Well, for a second, I kind of big timed myself there for a second. I'm like, hey, there's nobody in chat. Like, it's like tapping the mic. Like, is this thing on? But honestly, this thing is just too much fun to fly. I would have done this flight if nobody was online. No love for the ATR. Check this out. You can import from SimBrief. So I already, set up a flight plan in SimBrief and generated it. And there it is. From, where are we again? La Palma to Gran Canaria. And that's my flight plan route. So what we'll do, let's do this. It actually, the flight plan import works okay, but it doesn't import airways. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to go set fuel and then set payload. And you'll see when we actually pull our payload and fuel into the McDo there that works. So that's cool. All right, cool. Well, let's get it started up because it's kind of they're not long flights, but there are several of them. So we kind of need to get going. All right, so let's put the battery on. That's going to go through its self-test here. Is it just me or is the music loud again? Maybe my headphones are just turned up too loud. Maybe not. You guys let me know. Cool. So that's going to go through its self-test, and we can put the ground power on because we have that available to us. Ooh, and it's bright. I guess it remembers my lighting settings. So I actually have the clock set back almost exactly 12 hours. So it's actually 7:35 in the evening here in DC. So it's 7:35 here in, I guess, UTC. But anyway, so that's good. So we get ground power on. Now we just kind of go through our flow here. Do not use this for real world ATR flight training. You know what we can do too? Why don't we have GSX? You know what? I'm not going to have GSX board the airplane because sometimes they take forever. So I'm going to be real careful here and do these tests, because if you pull the fire handle, your flight gets pretty much destroyed. So you're done. Cool. Put the nav lights on. So to put the prop brake on, so this is one of the new updates. You can't just flip it on without hydraulic pressure. So what you have to do is use the auxiliary hydraulic pump, power that up till this little light says ready, and then you can put the prop brake on. So that's good. We should have checked the voltage. That looks good. That all looks good. So we got fuel on board, people, emergency lights can come on. The probe heat can stay off for now. The window heat can come on, and the hydraulic pumps can come on. And then let's turn this, so 24 Celsius in the cabins. Let's turn that down for when we do start up. Oxygen can be on. Squib test. I'm actually not going to do the fire test here. I'm so afraid that I'm going to pull the... All right. There we go. All right, I didn't pull the fire handle, so that's good. Awesome. All right, so all that is good. A9 ATR is a sexy plane. I think you should get one too. I highly recommend it. It's also a hell of a lot of fun to fly. Like this one, I mean, it's got some issues still, but it's just a hell of a lot of fun to fly. Cool. So let's go through all this. I like the built-in checklists on this one too. As you can see, I'm paying a lot of attention to them. Cool. All right. So we'll stop here and we will do some things, and then we'll do the cockpit prep checklist. All right. So let's get our position in here. GPS. And then so check this out. When we pull in our weights, remember we set all this from the EFB through SimBrief. So fuel on board. Let's go to our OFP here in SimBrief. Payload page. Fuel 1791. We've got 1751. That's pretty darn close. So that's pretty good. Gross weight 21726, 21862. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool that you can just do that. You don't have to mess around with the MSFS weight and balance nonsense that honestly in VR is a pain in the ass to do. So that's pretty cool that this update now has the ability to put all this in through the tablet. You can also get METARs for your destination and arrival right here, as well as the TAFs. So that's pretty cool. So good job with that, I think. All right, let's see. JB Gaming, what's going on, man? Yeah, I saw that. It looks like they found some wreckage, JB, from the sub. Not surprised. I guess, I would just hope that it was quick. If it was like a rapid depressurization or like a hull breach, and it just, hopefully it was quick. But yeah, man. All right, you know what we can do? You guys can experiment with this if you want. This set flight plan, I'm just telling you, it works okay. Like it'll input your from and your to, it'll input half of your flight ID, and it will input waypoints, but no airways. So I'm not gonna mess with that. You guys can experiment with that if you want. I'm saying that one, I'm still doing that one manually. So anyway, flight number is, what are we? IBB, Binter. Anybody ever flown on Binter Airlines before? Anybody ever been to the Canary Islands before? Because I would love to go. It's just not, I don't know. It's one of those places you never really think of. At least I don't anyway. GCLA. I don't even know why we picked. Well, I'll tell you why I picked the Canary Islands is because they have a lot of ATR traffic that flies between these islands, GCLP. So it's a pretty cool spot for ATRing, let's just say. All right, big stutter, and that is in. Let's execute that, and then why don't we move this where we can actually see it, and I can see you guys too. I never heard of Binter. Yeah, me neither. Have you been to the Canary Islands before? Anon, your folks had their honeymoon on Tenerife many decades ago. Anon, I think like Tenerife and Gran Canaria is a pretty popular destination, correct me if I'm wrong, for folks in the UK and Europe, right? I know a lot to these islands. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Six Skills Gaming. What's up, man? Plane's still broken for console. Guys don't get it. Oh, for Xbox? So this still doesn't work on Xbox? That's a bummer, man. I'm on PC, so I did not know that. Yeah, I can't speak to it for Xbox. I can say that for PC, I got my money's worth out of this thing the first week that I bought it, because I think I paid $19 for it. TFS 3T. But I'm on a PC, and even with TFS 3 Tango, what am I missing here? Oh, it's right here. And that was even before the first update. I had a blast flying this thing, but you know, I don't know. I could make it do what I wanted it to do. I think some people kind of expected it to do everything magically by just hitting the autopilot on button, and it would just automatically, you know, and it should. It had issues, and it still has issues. But if you can use the different, we're going to use the ILS 3 left Yankee, by the way. If you can use the different modes here on the panel, you can actually. I mean, I've flown this on VATSIM. Heck, we flew the previous version on VATSIM a bunch. I'm actually going to remove this discontinuity between this VOR and the center fix, because that is what we kind of have in our flight plan here. So let's take that out and execute that, and then let's check our routing. Anon, lots of teens from the UK like to head out to Gran Canaria for the first lads and gals holiday. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. The ones with parents' money, yeah, no doubt. Six Skills know that's busted. The throttles don't work whatsoever because they jump around and don't operate smoothly like the Airbus line from Latin VFR. Oh, bummer, man. Huh. And the pro gets good in Brighton. That's funny, man. But that's probably really fun. Willie, RNAV is still broken on PC. Okay, well, we'll see if we end up flying an RNAV approach. The first one's going to be an ILS. And honestly, I don't know what the second and third legs are going to bring. Let's check this route. That looks pretty good. It's pretty quick. Cool. Back to our menu. Let's go to our init page. Let's do a perf init. Our altitude that we filed was 13,000 feet, or I guess flight level 130, since we're here outside of the US of A. That's going to be fun. Cool. And that kind of be that. So that is set up. So at this point, what we can do, let's actually run through our final prep checklist. Ooh, one thing I know we need to do is set the altimeter, which is 1022. There we go. Let's make sure also that I have this in hectopascals and not inches of mercury, and I do. Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right. So altimeters are set. I have them synced, so they are synced. Parking brake set. Altimeters set. Landing elevation is auto. FMS comm nav. Let's set our comm radio to 122.8. We're on VATSIM. Actually, we can just set it in the active. And let's set our transponder to 2000. And that's in standby, so that should be good. Nav, we'll set that when we get closer. Fuel quantity, let's check that. I see 870 and 870, so that's about 17 something. And we were planning on 1791. So yep, fuel quantity checks out. We'll reset the fuel used. Memo panel, yeah, all that's fine. Power management is in takeoff. Cockpit prep checklist complete. Awesome. All right, cool. Well, let's start up number 2 in hotel mode. And this is like the ATR poor man's version of an APU. So notice the prop brake is on. So what we do, we put the wing light on to let the ground crew know that we're starting up. Make sure that that aft door is shut. Otherwise, they're going to get a bunch of exhaust blast from the engine number 2 once we start it up. Let me get this in a better view. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's start it up. Start AB, start 2, and monitor NH. Once that gets up to, I think it's 14%, we can introduce gas. And that'll spin up. There we go. All right, starter cutout. That can go off. Then we'll wait for it to stabilize, and then we'll turn the... All right, we can take away the external power. Now the DC generator on number 2 is powering the aircraft. We can get rid of ground power unit. We can close the cargo door, close the main door, take the tail prop away, and let's remove the chocks too. And we don't need that tablet anymore, so I'm gonna put this tablet right there, and that'll be that. Awesome. All right. A couple of other things we need to do here because we're going to start up the engines. We don't need. You know what? Let's get GSX to push this back.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
No, it's because I took the chocks away. All right. So if you put the chocks back on, GSX will actually let you interact with it. So let's call GSX up, and we'll just say prepare for pushback and departure. We are Binter Atlantica, I guess. I thought we were just Binter Airways, but we get GSX to push us back. So the tail is facing left. Pull up our Navigraph charts here, and we can go over the departure too once we get started up. All right, so before propeller rotation checklist, cockpit door locking system is on. Verify takeoff data. So we're going to rotate at 111 knots. V1 and VR both 111. V2 is 114 knots. Now let's put this in selected speed. Trims. Oops. Whoops. Probably need to set that. I'll just set it so that it's in that notch. I think it was 1.1. I noted it and then I forgot to set it. Tail prop is stowed. Doors are all closed. Seatbelt sign is on, and we'll turn the beacon on in a second. Procedure completed. Cool. All right. So beacon light can come on. All right. Nice. Let's see if I can put you guys somewhere better. How about right? I'm gonna put you somewhere where I can read it though, but not so in the way. How about right there? Cool. We want to push the tail to the left. So we'll go nose right, tail left, and release parking brake. Oh, we need to take the chocks away now too. Yes, I know. All right, she said please. That was nice. All right, cool. So we need to power up the hydraulic system and turn off the prop brake. And that's unlocked, and that's going to start the number 2 engine turning, or the number 2 propeller turning. And we can go ahead and put this to auto. And let's start number 1. All right, starter light on, and H is coming up. Give it fuel. This should be a pretty cool flight too. I don't know, pretty chill. Somebody's sitting over there on the ramp in an ATR. Who's that? Who's taking the ATR out of here? That's awesome. All right, starter cut out. All right, condition levers to auto. So we run the before taxi checklist here. What is that? FWS, is that flight warning system? Anyway, whatever it is, we will go recall. Where's recall? It's here. Just the anti-ice, the probe icing. We can turn those on at this point too. It's good. Cockpit communications hatch is this thing. It's shut. Condition levers 1 and 2 are in auto. Anti-icing we don't need. Oh, TRU. More like a do list. Parking brake set. Do a good engine starts. Thank you.
Ground. We have a good engine start.
Anti-skid test is this thing. Alright, that looks like that worked. Whatever that does. Anti-skid test, good. Oh man, this is totally like a do list. Buzz, what's going on, man? How you doing? Buzz is in the house. Buzz can give you guys VR sim points. So can Anon. MPD, what's going on? Just finished dinner. Your wife made you grab it while taking her new car home. Nice. What'd you get? What did you get? Flaps are set. Nose wheel steering is fine. That's good. And then we can do the taxi checklist once they get out of our way. Cool. Beautiful. This is a cool livery too. I don't know. Binter Canarias. Flight Sim TO, folks. Toe just ran right through our nose. Huh. MPD, what did you have for dinner? And more importantly, what car did your wife get? 2023 Hyundai Ioniq 6 full electric with almost double the range of the Tesla. Those are nice looking. Those are really nice. I've seen those on the roads. They look really slick. All right. Taxi light can come on. Taxi lights on. Let's check the brakes. Brake check. Good. Okay, so we're gonna go heading select, but we'll arm LNAV, and then we'll go IAS climb. And we need to set our initial altitude, which means, so let's go ahead and brief the approach. So I should have done this earlier. So brief the approach, rather the departure, as it were, since we're departing, idiot. All right, it's the Tenerife, what is it? It's this one. It's the 3 Tango. So basically we're just gonna climb, here, let's just go ahead and read it. It's the TFS 3 Tango off runway 36. We'll climb on runway heading at 600 feet and then a right turn on a 095 heading, intercept the 056 bearing from Bravo X-ray, I guess that's an NDB, to Vander, and then a right turn, and then intercept Tenerife 284 radial inbound to 48 DME Tenerife, and then a right turn. All right, so we're going to follow this. Basically, we're going to depart, and then get a right turn out, and we'll intercept this radial here, the 284 from Tenerife, but we'll basically see how the autopilot flies it. NPD, you love it. What sold you is how similar the rear end is to the older 911s. Yeah, it kind of does look like that. So anyway, that's going to be our departure. So we'll see how well this thing will fly this departure, which is actually kind of a complex one. All right, FMA is checked. Takeoff config test is here. And takeoff config okay. Taxi checklist complete. All right, next up is before takeoff checklist, but let's go ahead and taxi out to runway 36. I don't even really need the airport diagram for this. We're going to have to do a little bit of back taxiing. We are on Unicom 122.8. And lo and behold, here's the runway. There we go. Buzz, a random question, but does anybody... you got... That's right, Buzz, you and I were talking in Discord about F1 2023. I thought I knew somebody maybe in this chat who may or may not have it. Anyway. Cool. All right, so Before takeoff checklist to the line. It looks like they put the line here too. That's kind of cool. Takeoff briefing, we just did that. The gust lock, we can take that away. Flight controls, free and correct. Transponder on. Put the weather radar on. Boost function, we don't need it. Airflow, normal. Cool. Before takeoff checklist to the line, complete. So that's it. Oh, there's somebody waiting for us. Who is that? La Palma traffic. Binter 1202 is going to back taxi down runway 36 for a 36 departure. La Palma. Sorry, dude. We're on VATSIM. I'm not sure why I'm not hearing. 122.8 is Unicom, right, guys? Oh, well, also probably taxi lights, strobe light need to be on. Buzz, yeah. Yes, we do offer memberships now. I don't really advertise it, but yeah, we absolutely do. That's kind of been a thing for a little while now, actually. I just don't, honestly, I don't, I'm not a big promoter of such things, but yeah, if you guys want to support the channel and want to become a member, yeah, we definitely offer that. It's, you know, obviously very optional and not required at all. Obviously appreciate it if you guys want to support the channel in that way, but yeah, I don't talk about it very often. All right. So there's somebody else waiting to take off, so let's not dilly-dally. La Palma traffic, Binter 1202 is going to be departing 36. La Palma. All right. Cabin crew is advised, engine bleeds are on, external lights are good. That's all good. That's all good. Before takeoff checklist below the line is completed. All right. So we're going to rotate at 111 knots. We're going to go heading select. We're going to go, what did I say, IIS. And that's it. Cool. All right. Let's go. So we're going to rotate at 111 knots. I'm gonna sit down a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Palma traffic, radio check.
5x5, La Palma. All right, there's V1 and rotate.
We're finally working. Palma traffic, virtual 2021, lining up runway 36. Palma
That's
traffic.
Anon. Positive rate. Gear up. That's funny. All right. So now we're in LNAV mode. Oh, did we not set our initial altitude? It's 9,000 feet, by the way. Oh, we screwed that up royally. All right. So let's accelerate a little more, and then we'll go.
Palma traffic, virtual 2021, departing
Climb.
runway 36. Palma traffic.
Actually, let's go into climb mode now. We'll run the after takeoff checklist in a minute here. Anon, that was you, okay. I figured it was somebody from this channel. That's funny. Alright, so we're just following the flight directors at this point. Getting the flaps up speed, and then we'll engage the autopilot. It should be on ND. It's just a big old right turn. Flaps up. Let's let the airspeed build a little bit. Actually, let's go autopilot on. We're gonna get the don't sink warning, yeah, because it's gonna pitch. It pitches a little aggressively for 170 knots. But that's all right. Cool. Let's do the after takeoff checklist. Gears up, flaps are up, powers and climb, engine bleeds look good, taxi and takeoff lights to go, and altimeters, we'll set those once we get to the transition altitude. So now we're making the left turn out to intercept this radial. Why are we not climbing an IAS? I'll say that's a little fast for the climb there. Sync the heading bug, outside view. So that all worked as it did before, to be honest. Nothing, I don't know, I never had an issue departing with this thing or following departure procedures with it, so yeah. What's transition altitude here, by the way? 6,000 feet. Actually, what we're going to do is spin this all the way up to 13. So one little bug, I don't know if you guys can see this, but as one massive improvement, you can now use your, there's traffic, is that Anon? There's traffic off our left somewhere. Oh, it's up there. That must be Anon. Oh my gosh, did you get all the way up there? Sheesh. The bindings all work now, except with my altitude up and down, it goes in increments of 200, which is bizarre. So anyway, yeah. Cool. Well, we'll crawl our way up to the cruise. And who was that? I saw an airplane up there. I saw them on TCAS too. There they are. Yikes. Got a better climb rate than we do. They must be in a 42. Anyway, Deadstick, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Welcome. NPD, wish you were more to F1. Yeah, I was talking to Buzz about that. I wish I was more into like racing sims in general. Again, it's been a long time. I used to play Assetto Corsa a lot, but I kind of just stopped. Zoom out a little bit. Ace, no, Buzz, man, I'm just on Unicom. So, yeah. Deadstick, Saul Goodman. Okay. Buzz, you're gonna go eat dinner, okay? Oh, Anon, you're in a longitude dress. I was gonna say. Alright, that makes more sense that you're way up there and way out there at this point. Yeah, because if you're dressed up like an ATR, you're like the world's fastest ATR. You're like some new model ATR that the world has never seen before. Because we're still climbing out of 4,000 feet at 1,000 feet per minute. Well, I must have bumped my stupid throttle. I must have bumped my power levers too, because they weren't in the notch. That should help. Alright, so passing 6,000 feet, we will set standard. Anybody else find it annoying in VR, like when you point at the yoke, it just glows bright blue, especially at night? That is incredibly irritating. Let's see what this looks like from the cabin. Whoa, it looks like I need to reset my views. Oh, because I'm actually sitting up on something. I have a uh-oh. Hang on a second. Let's go back up front real quick. I may have disengaged the autopilot. No, we're good. I had to get a cushion because my oh man, how to say this delicately? My rear end after the last ATR stream. I guess we were streaming for a while. Man, it was sore. Yeah, the blue is irritating. I don't know how to turn it off. Like, there was one aircraft, maybe it was the Phoenix or the PMDG, where you actually could turn it off, and like you had to dig deep into some text file, and you could turn it off. But yeah, in this thing, actually in any of the other aircraft, I haven't figured out a way. cabin here in the ATR. Right, let's go back up front. Make sure we're not screwing anything up. We are still just dragging our way up. All right, there's standard at least 6,000 feet. Set standard. That should set it all over the place. That's good. I guess we're flying off into the... It's morning time, so yeah, it makes sense. We're flying... No, we're not really flying into the setting. Yeah, we're flying east, so that makes sense. Yeah, flying into the rising sun. Man, I'm a mess tonight. Yeah, oh, that's funny, you know, because I saw an ATR lined up. I'm like, that's got to be somebody, you know, affiliated with the stream. And I was like, yeah, but they're not talking. Oh, well. All right, so this will be cool. We'll get to test out VNAV. Oh, one other cool thing. You have top of climb and top of descent markers now. See? This little hockey stick. It says FL130. That is where, based on our current climb rate and I guess airspeed, that is where it's predicted that we're going to level off. So that's new, and that's pretty cool. That wasn't there before. And likewise, there's going to be a top of descent one. I mean, there's a top of descent marker, but there will also be a bottom of descent hockey stick once we get into that phase of flight. So that's kind of cool. All right, so altimeters were set, so that checklist is now complete. You know, oh, you're just testing out the setting. Heck yeah, man. I forgot how good the longitude is. Well, for those poor people like me who just have the standard version of MSFS, I'll never know. I will never know the speed and agility and amazingness of the longitude. I have to settle for the poor man's version, the CJ4. Dead stick, yours gets stuck blue all the time. I know, it sucks, because sometimes I'll leave the little laser pointer on, and then if I put it in my lap, like this, it's like, all right, turn that off. It's really irritating. God, look how far away A9 is. This is the difference between a longitude and an ATR 76. Yeah, there he goes. He's like well above us, and I don't know. Are you just going direct? I guess sure, in a longitude you can do whatever you want to do. So yeah, I'm sitting up a lot higher now. I may ditch this cushion. I actually made it myself. I found a bunch of old memory foam. I think it was like an old mattress pad, and I cut it, and I kind of folded it a few times, and I stuffed it inside of a pillowcase, thinking maybe that would help with the, let's say, tailbone discomfort that I faced after that last stream. It was either the last stream or there was one that we did that was like 4.5 hours, and when I got up from that, I'm like, oh my god, man, I need to see a chiropractor. So this is my answer to that. Plus it will save the padding in the dining room chair that I'm sitting on. My wife will probably appreciate that. You know, she is a rocket, exactly. Can everybody please super chat the boss man so I can upgrade? It would take a lot of super chatting. Actually, it probably wouldn't. Well, I'll tell you what, let's wait till MS 2024. Do you guys want to start that conversation? You know, I know you got a route. What's the ATR's cruise speed? Like 220 knots, something like that. At flight level 130, I don't know. If we scrape 220, 230, that might be good. I mean, you'll complete all 3 legs by the time I get done with the first one. Oh, Cloudbot is here to help. I almost read a Streamlabs chat. Yeah, I mean, look at this. We're maybe 3 legs was ambitious. We should get some pretty cool visuals, though. So this is Tenerife. This is where we're going back to. This is not our final destination. There's Tenerife, and then over here is Gran Canaria. So we're going to actually go here and then over here, And then up here is Arrecife, and then from Arrecife we'll come back to Tenerife north. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Tenerife was the site of that horrible runway collision between the two 747s, right? I think it was Tenerife. I remember seeing that. I mean, it was, I think, the world's most deadly aviation incident ever. But I think I saw the that was 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. People can get up too. Gosh, it's a smooth day. Y'all get up and move around. Anyway, I think that was Tenerife, but I don't know if it was north or south. I forget. But that is the island of Tenerife. Off to the north there. We're going to skirt right along the southern edge of it. That should give us some pretty cool views. I love this ATR. I really do. I don't know. It's just... it's fun to fly. It's slow as hell, but I don't know. It's like a school bus. It's like the school bus of the air. I don't know. Whatever. You know, you're like got it pulled back to 250 knots. I mean, no, look, I'm doing 170 in the climb here, and when we level off, it ain't going to get much better. We're still not up to 13,000 feet. So, Zoblox, what's going on? Twice in a row. What is up, man? What's going on? Yeah, it was Tenerife, Anon. Okay. Zoblox, you'll try to done some... no, don't. Nah. Anon was just messing around, man. Nah. Anon was just messing around. No, we were just talking about the fact that I bought, when I got MSFS a little over a year ago, I cheaped out, because I didn't know if I was going to use it a lot, honestly. I was an X-Plane person. So I cheaped out and I bought the whatever the basic version is, and I kind of wish I had the 7.8 and the Longitude. So I was like, you guys donate money so he can go buy the deluxe, but no, don't do that just so I can buy the deluxe version. Honestly, I probably should have done that a long time ago. Yeah, what a pro streamer I am. I've watched some streamers out there, and I'm not going to say who. Man, some of those guys are relentless with like asking for stuff like that. I'm like, how do you do that? I mean, be humble about it, I guess. I don't know. Anon, yeah, I got you off my like, what is that? 10 o'clock maybe? That's 1,000 a level. I don't see you anymore. I think you're pretty far away at this point. Anon is flying along with us tonight in the Longitude, so he's probably already all the way to Spain at this point. All right, 1,000 a level. Hold on, you'll dump the flaps and deploy the gear. Exactly. Hit the speed brakes, man. I'm sure Longitude's got speed brakes. NPD, I need to get a proper secret labs chair. I know, I really do. Honestly, pulling a dining room chair in here to do these streams for the last, how long have we been doing this? I don't know, 8 or 9 months now. Ugh, brutal. Okay, we are almost ready to level off, and then we'll speed up. You guys watch the airspeed build once we level off. But all joking aside, let's get ready to test out. I mean, top of descent is in like 80 miles or so. 80 miles? Oh, actually, we can tell. Go to our progress page. Yeah, about 80 miles to top of descent. So this is cool. If you go to the progress page, it'll tell you. We could start setting things up, I guess, for the arrival. That's one of the nice things about flying an ATR is you have a lot of time to get really far ahead of the airplane. Like, we can go ahead and put in, let's see, 03 left. Why don't we get the weather? I mean, we're way ahead of the game here. Actually, I guess I could use the tablet too, but I'm so used to using VATSIM radio. Guys, I haven't talked about VATSIM radio in a while, but if you don't have it, fly VR or not, go get it. It's free. The 01014 1020 is a QNH. So yeah, we'll definitely be using 03. This is ILS Yankee 03. We're just gonna catch it from this from the center fix, which is like what here, which is on our basically our flight plan route. Anyway, it's 109.9, so we'll go to nav. We'll go 109.9. And we'll also put that in the backup. Standby, rather, nav 2. Let's just say 109.9, the backup. Pro pilot here. 109.9, 109.9, 109.9. You know, we leveled off, and look at this, man. We're speeding up. We're getting to 200 knots, man. Final approach course is going to be 026. We'll brief all this later, but let's go ahead and spin in the MDA. I guess what are we? Category Bravo? We category B? Let's just use category B minimum. It's 429 feet. It's a pretty nice day. I don't think we're going to need to use this, but we'll do 480, so we'll give it plus 50. All right, 480 feet. So that'll give us a nice little buffer. Why is? Oh, it's flashing because if you ever get this, if you're in the ATR and if your MDA or your DH is flashing, it means that the pilot side and the left side and the right side don't agree. Like this one's set to DH and this one's set to DA. So if you set this one to the same, in this case DA, it'll stop flashing. Looks like we got traffic pretty close, actually. Who's that? Somebody else flying an ATR? I don't know who that is. Unless A9 decided to just do circles around us, which is a distinct possibility. Let's see traffic there. How far? Like 2 o'clock. So that's Tenerife off to our off to the north. MSFS graphics, right, folks? Holy crap, that looks good. It's a screenshot is what that is. Click. It's a commercial for Binter Canarias. Fly Binter Canarias, your Canary Islands inter-island airline. Binter Canarias. We'll get you there, but we'll get you there really slow because we fly ATRs. That's a good ad, right? I don't know, just saying. Zoblox, thanks. Oh, dang. Thanks, man. Zoblox, thanks for the dono. Thanks for the 5. That is incredibly generous of you. Zoblox, I appreciate that, man. I will put that to getting something for the sim. Hit me up in DM. I don't know. Maybe the deluxe version. I don't know. Hey, thanks a lot, though. Seriously, thanks for... I appreciate your support. Appreciate the dono, and yeah, man, always it's always appreciated, never expected. Appreciate it, brother. I'm just glad you're enjoying the content enough to be so generous, to be honest with you. So thank you, man. Yeah, I'll look into the deluxe version. Although now with is that Anon? Oh my gosh, I think that is Anon Flight Simmer, isn't it? Hold on, let's zoom out a little, or zoom in a little bit. Look at this. Anon, is that you off our like 10 o'clock there? We're gonna fly a formation flight. Hold on, let's see if we can get a window view of that. So if you were sitting in this seat, this is kind of what you would, you'd see a longitude flying at incredibly low speed. You're probably at like stall speed at this point, like right at blue dot. Or green dot, whatever. It isn't a longitude. Holy cow, that's a pretty cool view though. What if you buy a $10 membership? Zoblox? I mean, that's something, honestly, I think the description of the membership levels are in the description of the on YouTube. Honestly, the membership levels aren't a whole lot different. It's just, you know, YouTube, you kind of have to pick a few, and those are the ones I picked. Honestly, guys, it's, you know, if you want to be if you guys want to you know, do a monthly membership, that's you know, that's a great way to show support, and I appreciate it. But guys, like I said, never expect it. You know, you get custom, even Zoblex, even the you know, lower membership levels. You know, you get, you know, custom emojis you can use in chat. You know, we do members only polls. You know, even at the captain level, first officer level, I think of the other two. You know, members only polls, and I'll throw up some members only chats. I put up a very did we just pass top of descent, by the way? No. Okay. Jeez, I gotta pay attention to what we're doing. I put up a very emotional post to the members of the channel the other day. I mean, it was emotional, but it was just, hey, thanks guys, I appreciate it. And I was offered several boxes of tissues for my efforts. Anyway, so yeah, you did a bunch of circles, and now I'm faster than you. Hey, we're going faster than a longitude right now, folks, so that's pretty cool. Guys, how's the stream quality? Is this, it looks pretty good in here. I think on that last one we did in the 7.3, the second leg was a little choppy. Okay, so that's Tenerife South right there, and I think that's the airport where that horrible incident happened with the 747s. I don't know if it was south or north, but that's Tenerife South. Now, when we fly from Arrecife to Tenerife, we'll use the North Airport. But man, look at that! That is insane. Everybody, you know, hit the like button. I will beg for likes. I don't advertise memberships very often, but I will beg for likes. And if you guys are watching and you don't like that view, I have recommendations for several other more professional streamers that you should go check out, because that's pretty cool. So, Anon, there's our, you were asking about the top speed. We're doing 210 indicated and about 274 over the ground, truing out at 262 knots. So we're just blazing fast. Are you like right above us? Don't give me an RA. Although I think I have are we in RA mode here? Hold on. How do I get to that? Oh boy. I don't even know how to turn TA and RA on and off in this thing. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yes. No. Oh, it's surveillance. Okay. Oh, TCAS. All right, so we're in auto. So I guess that would give us an RA. You're like right above us, aren't you? Or right below us. Where are you? You're showing up as red on TCAS. So you're somewhere very close. I just don't see you, which means you're really, really close. I'm looking for traffic. Anyway, there goes Tenerife. Oh, man. Zoblox, what was my top dono? I honestly don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. Not enough to buy a new 4090. Zoblox, I'm just joking, man. Mirlin, 1080p at 60 FPS. Is that what you're seeing on the stream? I hope it's smooth. I guess is what I'm getting at. Hopefully the stream is smooth for you guys. I did a bunch of stuff to try to get some stabilization put in play, because I know VR can be kind of choppy and jerky and not provide the best viewing experience. Where the heck is this guy? Anon's like right, I guess he's right off R6. You're too close for missiles. Switch to guns. Oh, there he is. Look at this. I think we're about to get a flyby. How are you not stalling? I can't zoom in that far, or else I'll lose our airplane. How are you not? How are you going that slow in a longitude? You must have flaps out, speed brakes deployed. Yeah, maybe gear down. Oh my gosh, man. Maryland, yeah, it looks good. Awesome, man, awesome. All right, so that's Gran Canaria, off to the kind of in the haze there off our 11 o'clock. And we're going to go ahead and use VNAV and see how that goes. Zoom out a little bit. So what we can do is we'll just spin in 3,800 feet if we go back to our flight plan. Yep, the center fix is 3,800. So we'll just use that as our, we'll spin in 3,800 once we get close enough for VNAV. You got to be careful when to engage VNAV in this thing, even with the new update. Let's go ahead and brief this approach. We already did brief the frequencies. The final approach course 026, missed approach, climate 26 degrees. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a right turn. Basically, it's a right turn and then a left turn. I'm gonna brief this whole thing. And then up to 2,500 feet, and then it's going to be wow, that's a complicated missed approach. 4,000 feet is going to be the missed approach altitude. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Transition level by ATC, we'll just go at 6,000 feet. We already got our, let's brief the profile view. It's going to be 3,800 feet, and then down to 3,000 feet. We'll go ahead and arm approach at the center fix here, and then down to 3,000 feet for the FAF. 3,000 feet, we'll capture it. We'll capture it up here, but 3,000 feet is the final approach fix altitude. The DA we already put in is 430 feet. We've got 480 feet set. Awesome. So let's put in our performance numbers. Let's go to VATSIM radio. Let's get the weather at whoops. One second here, folks. Am I reading this wrong? Yeah, Gran Canaria. At GCLP, so transition is 6,000 feet. We'll put that in there. The winds are 010 at 13. With no gust, you have to put in a gust factor here, and that is set. QNH 1020. Cool. QNH is here. That's good. All right, so approach speed's 110 knots, and we're getting a little closer to the top of descent with Anon like right on top of this stuff. Why does it seem like we're high? Like that is Gran Canaria right there, and we're still way up here. Now we do have to go around it's around the, what is that? East side of the island there, but cool. I'm gonna move you guys maybe over here. That's good. Let's move this maybe back here. That's good. Just trying to get my point of view set up. I'm sitting, like I said, a lot higher because of this insanely tall cushion, which it's memory foam, so it's greatly compressed. It's actually really comfortable. Maybe I'll make these and sell them. VR Sim Pilot approved seat cushions. Yeah, I don't think they'll sell a whole lot. And because I'm sitting up so high, like my throttle is really low. Why don't we get a little closer to the, there we go, I think that's probably better. I like this better. There we go. That's cozy. All right, we're almost to top of descent. Where's our progress page? 4 miles. So we should start to see the vertical path deviation bar coming in. So what if we armed VNAV now? VNAV IAS. Maybe not yet, right? Let's just leave it at home. Yeah, I probably screwed it up by doing that. It's touchy. If I start to spin this down, is our top of descent point going to move? Yeah, we're going to start the descent. That's not right. Ah, I screwed it up. Maybe not. Let's see. There we go. All right, alt capture. Okay, there we got it. Now we can spin this down and go VNAV path. Get this down to what I say 38. We need to pull the power back a little bit. Although now we can start to accelerate a little bit. 3,800 feet. And we'll let the speed build a little bit. Anon, now you can maybe go like flaps 5 now even. We're speeding up a little bit. Descent checklist, recall checked. Landing elevation is automatic. FMS. That's all good. We're gonna fly it at 111 knots. Let's be careful not to overspeed. DA is in, and we already did the arrival briefing. Procedure complete. Approach briefing to go. All right. Yeah, we're doing 240 knots now. We better slow down. I don't know if this ATR is gonna hold together. But look at this. We're right on our VNAV profile. We've got our hockey stick. Somewhere down there, there's the hockey stick. That's our bottom of descent point. That's good. Let's not overspeed this fine example of a slow aircraft. Pull power back a little bit. I'm not sure if it quite does an idle path descent, but let's actually go pretty close to idle here. We can do the approach briefing. Why don't we pop the seatbelt signs on? So that's on, lights to go, and altimeter was, what we say, 1020 when we get to 6,000 feet. Pull up the plate here. Once we get to Gran Canaria, the airport's pretty simple. It's going to be a left turnout. I looked at this earlier. I cheated. So it's just a, here's 03 left here. We'll make probably this first turnoff here on Sierra 2, and then we'll just park it here somewhere on the north apron. Actually, maybe the south apron, and get ready for the turnaround to, where are we going next? Arrecife? All right, under 10,000 feet. Landing lights come on, so we can check that off. Altimeters to go. Buzz, welcome back. All right, let's slow it down. Let's just go to idle. Whoa. And go to our perf page. Whoops. All right, approach speed is already selected for us, so that's nice of them, and it's 110 knots. We'll fly it up. This thing slows down pretty quickly, too. Keep some of that power in. All right, there's Gran Canaria. How far away are we? I don't even know. We're like, what? I don't know. Gran Canaria traffic. Binter 1202. We're on a left base for 03 left. About 7,000 feet, about 20 miles out. Just going to enter a... going to turn final for 03 left here in a minute at Gran Canaria. How's that for a radio call? There's Anon up there in his longitude.
Gran Canaria traffic, virtual 2021 is going to take the right-hand side then, 03 right, passing 7,000, turning for,
going on.
turning left final It's straight in for 03 right. Something like that. Gran Canaria traffic.
And we have that ATR / longitude in sight here for Binter 1202 for the left side. Okay.
Roger that, Binter. We will attempt to keep clear, but we are having slight difficulties controlling this beast. So we'll see you down on the ground.
See you there. All right. 1020 on the altimeter. Come on, there it is. 1020, set. All right. Let's sync the heading bug. Yeah, I think we're a little bit high, aren't we? Maybe not. All right, in the turn here. We'll do a parallel landing. This will be pretty fun. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right, so once we turn in on the course of 026, or heading at 026, we can engage heading mode. So let's go heading mode. Let's go ILS. There's the glide slope. Coming in. Looks like we did a pretty good job here, actually. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's go ahead and arm the approach. Localizer captured. Oof. There's a little dive and drive there. Altimeter set. Cabin altitude is good, and that's good. Before landing checklist to go. Helga, what's going on? Anon's having too much fun. Anon just got back into the sim. Glide slope captured. Let's slow it down. Missed approach altitude was 4,000 feet, which is set. Localizer captured. We gotta slow down here, folks. Slow way down. Cabin check, good. All right, we're not quite there yet. Where is he? We are too fast, but we don't need to worry about that in this airplane, trust me. All right, flaps. Let's keep it coming down, keep it slowing down. Adjust my view a little bit here so you guys can see what's going on. This is not the ideal view, but at least you can see the, at least you all can see the instrumentation. All right. About 9 miles to go. Don't want to get too slow here. Runway's in sight. Actually, that's too. I'm sitting too low now. Sorry, guys. I gotta move this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, we never set our course. Oh my gosh, rookie. 026. There we go. All right, let's go gear down. Let's see if we can land this thing. All right, when gear goes down, this goes to takeoff. Let's go to idle here. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Final flaps. Get us slowed way down at this point. Gran Canaria traffic. Binter 1202 is 5 mile final. 03 left. Gran Canaria. Anon is on the ground. Oh, I see him. He's on short final.
Gran Canaria traffic virtual 2021 short final 03 right. Gran Canaria.
Oh, he's on like short final. This is cool. Little parallel ops. All right. Let's see here. Cabin crews advised landing gears down. Flaps are down and check. Power management lever is set. Lights are on. We are good. All right. This is looking good. There goes Anon. In for his landing. Let's autopilot off. So VNAV did a great job. I think serious improvements with VNAV. And I mean, I never had an issue with the like flying an ILS in this airplane. Some people did, I never did, but I mean, it's flying the ILS. It did, well, it was until I took control. Flying the ILS just great. Now we're a little low. Let's give it a little power. Coming down, pull some power out. It's a long runway for this airplane, so try to hit the touchdown zone, but if we land a little bit long, it's not the end of the world. It's not like we're going to go into the sea, right? I hope. Speed looks good. I'm flying it a little bit faster than we should, I guess. There's a slight stutter. 1 white, 3 reds. We're a little bit low.
500.
Pitch up a little bit.
Approaching minimum.
I don't want to dive at it. There we go. Just trying to keep the aim points in the same spot and the windscreen at this point.
Minimum. Minimum.
Continue. We are landing. Anon's on the ground. Look like a greaser. I don't know. To me, it looked like a greaser from here. We are on speed on the glide path. 200 feet is checked. Speed looks good. Totally visual now.
Gran Canaria traffic, virtual 2021, vacating 03 right at Sierra 6, holding short 03 left.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh. That's not a... The nose comes up like that. It looks like it bounces, but it's actually... The way the nose like comes up like that, I'm not sure if that's very realistic. Cool. Well, we'll see. I don't know. It looked a little hard. But... not terrible. Let's see if it'll do the turnaround. And we'll do the after landing checklist once we vacate the runway. We have lots of time to think about it. We'll use, whoops, we'll use this one. I think it's Sierra 2. And there's Anon coming off the runway. And we'll just kind of go, I'm sure there's a ramp kind of in front of the terminal. We don't need a gate. So let's vacate the runway so Anon can get off the runway as well. Sierra 1 says, I'm showing Sierra 2. We're almost there. You know what? Gran Canaria traffic, Binter 1202 is clear, 03 left. Alright, let's go ahead and stop it here.
Gran Canaria traffic, virtual
Landing
2021
lights can
is
come off. We need to set the timer. Now, the timer's good because we're going to shut down number 1 here. Radar is off. Flight controls locked. Flaps are already up. Trims we can put back to 1 unit. Up. Landing light and strobe light. Whoops. Off. Anti-icing we didn't have on. Probe heats. Going to come off. And cancel caution. TRU. Off. After landing checklist is complete, except for this. So after 2 minutes, we will feather and shut off number 1. We can also just turn off the flight director and reset this. Cool. All right, we're just gonna taxi. Oh, I don't know. Maybe by one of those light standards right there. Actually, what do you guys think about like right here? You know, see this right here? This looks like ATR parking if I've ever seen it. Because then we can just pull straight out on the next leg. Alright, we're not going to use GSX for the marshalling or the deboarding, to be honest with you. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Right here. Alright, parking brake set. It has been 2 minutes now. Alright, so now we can go ahead and feather that and turn it off. Cancel the master caution. So after at least 2 minutes, condition lever 1, feather, then fuel shut off. Cool, that's done. Alright, parking checklist, please. Parking brake is set. Taxi. Yeah, we definitely have the taxi light on. So that's off. Condition lever 2 to feather. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the electrical synoptic page up because I want to make sure that our batteries don't die. This is the major problem. This is awesome. One's still turning, two still turning. There's Anon and the VR. Watch out for that pole. Don't damage that valuable ATR. Oh, there's probably not a pole there in his sim. That's the enhanced lighting that I have. Oh! Watch the stream back, Anon. On my sim, you just ran right through a light pole. I'm going to make sure that these charging lights stay illuminated. Alright, cool. Condition lever 2 is feathered. Beacon light can come off. So we need to... Oh, why isn't that... Do we have hydraulic issues? Uh-oh. Huh. How do I get this into hotel mode? Oh, I know why. Because we're still in auto. So let's feather that. I'm keeping an eye on this synoptic page here. Alright, so we're still charging, so that's good. Now it's ready. Prop brake can come on. Okay, so now engine number 2, propeller is not turning, and we are just in hotel mode. So that's like having an APU on. Keep an eye on these. Alright, because what I'm going to do is turn the ground power on. Set the chocks too. External power available. Now, if this light goes out, I'm going to, probably lose my mind because this is supposed to be fixed. We're on external power. If I shut down number 2, that should continue to charge the main battery and the emergency battery. If not, if one of these little green lights goes out, we're going to restart. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I screwed that up big time. Okay, it's no big deal. No big deal. Nothing to see here. External power on. All right, so these are still on. All right, so now we're on external power. Keeping a close eye. Again, if this stops charging and this main battery drops, we pretty much have to restart the sim or restart the aircraft. Anyway, Buzz, you got to go. You can only stay for one flight. Okay, man, good to see you. Good to see you. Smooth landing. Well, let's check the landing rate, actually. While we keep an eye on our batteries. Landing rate. Ooh, 100. Oh, it felt better than that. 191 feet per minute. Okay. Huh. 1.12 Gs. It felt better than that. Okay, well, whatever. 191 feet per minute. We'll do better on the next flight. I don't promise, but we will try. 191 feet per minute. Okay. Bummer. Alright, let's open the cargo door, the main door, and put the tail prop out. Alright, cool. We're still charging. I think this is going to be okay. Alright, we never finished our parking checklist, did we? Beacon's off. Transponder can go. Let's go to standby. Tail prop is on. Seatbelt sign. Everybody can now get off the plane. Awesome. All right. Well, that's leg 1 done. And now what we'll do is turn it around. Cool. All right. Anon, someone is gonna have to clean that up. Exactly. Yeah, that light post almost nailed the parallel landing. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Cool. All right. Well, let's get. Yeah, I think they fixed that issue with the charging because we're on external power now after one leg, and everything's still charging up here. So that is cool. Awesome. All right, so we can go. Whoops, go back. All right, we can do the second leg at this point. Let me get my tablet out and pull up the flight plan here. This one's going to be Gran Canaria to Arrecife. Binter 1202, yada yada yada. We're going to use 03 left, and we're landing 03. That's about the same length of a flight. That's good. Let's generate it. And let's pre-file, even though we're not really going to get any ATC. Do it anyway. Come on. myvatsim.net. Cool. File, and we are filed. Awesome. Okay, let's go back there. All right. Cool. Sorry, I was on my tablet there for a second. All right, cool. So now we're sitting here on ground power. Let's get this thing turned around and get out of here. Anon, as much as you enjoyed to fly all morning. Oh yeah, man, I know it's late. Yeah, man. Hey, it was awesome to see you. I know you just got back into simming and stuff, and haven't seen you for a while on the streams, man. Yeah, get a good night's sleep, man. More sustainable instead of doing like 4 flights and getting 1 hour sleep, man. But it was awesome to see you. I'll catch you in Discord. Hopefully tomorrow, man. Have a good night and a good Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, by the way, folks. So awesome. All right, let's get ready for the second leg. So go back to our flight plan page, import this flight plan. There it is. There's Gran Canaria to Arrecife. We can reset the fuel, reset the payload. Let's reset the landing rate calculator so you guys can see, hopefully, us do better on the next one. Get our new flight plan here from SimBrief, or from into VATSIM radio. And let's just pull up the weather here and set the altimeter. It should still be the same. Yep, it is. Awesome. Go to our SimBrief page, reload this. Let's go to our payload page too, because that's going to be one of the first things we want to check. Let's go to Navigraph, flights. It's so cool, by the way, how all this, like, you never have to pop out of VR for any of this. I can just import the new flight. Oh, the only thing I popped out of VR for was to look on my iPad. I have SimBrief up there, and just regenerate the next flight. But everything else, once that's done, it's just all in VR. Cool. The only additional thing I'm going to do here is pull up what we're looking at, ILS 03 into Arrecife. ILS. I guess we'll just use the ILS Zulu. Look at all these approaches into runway 3. Holy cow. TACAN approaches. I guess it's a military airport too. VOR, R&Ps. High ILS. Runway 3. I don't even know what that is. I'm not messing with that. All right, cool. And then let's see. Do they have a parking? Or is it parking stands? I don't think we need that. I don't think it's a very big airport. Cool. All right. That's all good. All right, let's go ahead and get a new flight setup menu. FMS, init. Pause init. Now this is a bug. You guys see this? So for the second leg, I can't, it's not showing that it's setting our position. I'm gonna assume that's kind of working, but that should set to our GPS position. So that's concerning, but hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. All right, let's go ahead and set our new weights. And they, I don't know, are they changing? Yes, okay, 1567. Let's confirm that. Anon, what are you doing, man? Oh, Anon, 5 VR Sim Pilot memberships. Man, come on, man. Oh, Anon, you're legend. Leading by example. Oh, man, come on. That is awesome, man. Anon Flight Simmer, dude, you're legend. Welcome back, by the way. But Nate, that's man. Well, cheers to you, man. That is incredibly generous, sir. And well, as you were leaving for bed, your parting gift to 5 lucky people. Man, you are, yeah, that's the, you are the man. That is, damn. All right, man. Thank you. You guys make sure that you say thank you to Anon as he goes off to bed. Wow, that's amazing. That thing. All right. What was I doing? You made me lose my train of thought. Oh, man. Anon, that is incredibly generous, sir. 1598. Yeah, okay, so that works. Now look at this takeoff trim, though. 1 unit down. Okay. It seems a little odd. I've never had down trim before. So I'm not so sure about that. I'm going to leave it like right there. 1.0 units down. I don't know about that. Anon, man, it's good to be back. Yeah, of course. Fly along anytime. All you guys. Yeah, that's why I go on VATSIM. I knew there wasn't going to be ATC. But yeah, man, anytime. It's really good to have you back, man. Everybody else, I mean, I've known Anon, I mean, for way before this channel. He and I were on, well, maybe you still are, you know, members of a different channel and have known each other, you know, virtually. And I think if it weren't for the ocean, probably have flown, you know, maybe even in the Arrow. I don't know, together. Anyway, if it weren't for the big ocean between us, we probably would have been hanging out. But I've known Anon for a while now. Anyway, yeah. So anytime. Dead Stick, building a nice community. I think so. I think this is a great community. Our reserves are, let's call it 700. And why does it say 600? That's not right. All right, well, that doesn't work either. Look, I can't set the reserves. 700 and it just flips back to 600. All right. Anon, yeah, man, treat me to a round of golf and a nice pint. Yeah, and there's some nice golf courses in your neck of the woods too. I would take you up on that offer. All right, let's get this in. We're going from GCLP. So already I'm noticing some weirdness with the second leg here. Like this doesn't seem to reset itself fully. To GCRR. Okay, so that's in. Let's execute that. GCLP, we're going to use 03 left, which is where we came from, and we'll use the Arrecife 2 Alpha. Arrecife 2 Alpha. Execute that to Arrecife, and then into Arrecife. It's going to be ILS 03 Zulu, and it's going to be the Arrecife to Papa. So that links up pretty nicely. Via. Well, let's take a look at that. Which do we want a Via? I don't know. Hang on a second, guys. think we do, right? I'm gonna say no. I think we'll just fly it. Oh, maybe moped. Let's do that. All right, let's go. So we're still charging, so that's good. Batteries still have good voltage. So let's go to our navigation. That's not right. That's the video. Let's go to our ND. Let's take a look at this route. Let's pull up the departure. Oops. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be vectors basically to from Islet. We'll just pick up the this radial to Arrecife. So I'll leave that discontinuity there. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's him. There we go. And then to moped, which is on the arrival. The moped is 200 knots at 5,000 feet. This says 240 knots. That's odd. Oops. Okay, well, doesn't really matter. We'll be slowed down by then anyway. And then that's our arrival. That's our DME arc that it drew pretty nicely. I mean, I'm okay with that. Whatever. Cool. All right, let's go back here, back to our init page. Perf init. Our cruising altitude is let's see here. Buzz yeah, Buzz had to go to dinner. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't have those on. I don't know anything about that. Max Racing, would I fly the Bluebird 7.5 when it comes out? I think so. I think I might, man. I like the flying pencil. Well, Basso, what's up, Basso? How you doing? Welcome to the second leg. I'm trying to get this out of here. Trying to get this aircraft turned around. Flight level 1, 2, 0. Okay, why can't I set that? Watch this. 1, 2, 0, 0, 0. Alright, this aircraft's got issues with the turnaround. What if we set this to 12,000 feet? Okay, well now it's set. That's weird. Alright, I don't know what the deal is with that, but okay. Alright. So it looks like 111 knots, V1 and VR. Cool. Alright, that's all good. Whew, man, that took forever. Oh, man. Alright, let's final cockpit prep. Parking brake is set. Altimeters were set. Landing elevation is auto. We already set up the FMS. The comm, the nav is all still set from last time. Fuel quantity. Fuel on board. We already checked that. We'll reset this. We'll confirm the takeoff data. Memo panel is fine. Power management is in takeoff, just to make sure. Procedure completed. Before prop rotation checklist. All right. Let's get this thing started up. Let's put the wing light on. That lets the ground crew know that we're about to start up. Cockpit door locking system is good. FMS and takeoff data. We'll confirm it again. Trims are set. I wasn't going to set it one unit down. Let's close up the airplane. Cargo door closed. Main door closed. Tail props stowed. I'm going to pull the chocks too because we don't need GSX. Boot pushes back. That's good. Seatbelt signs need to be on. That's good. And then we'll put the beacon light on and this, actually we need to start. Right, prop brakes on. So it's not the second flight of the day. What I'm going to do, let me go back to the synoptic page for the electrical system. Oh man, we are still charging. All right, it worked. So before, in previous turnaround attempts when I've completely shut down, we have not been able to restart it because the batteries have died because we've been on external power. But this is looking pretty good. All right, so we'll use A, starter A, and let's engage the starter. We've got the start light on. All right, cool. Bombasso, you're trying to get to Flight Sim Expo. Oh, oh man, I wish I was going because you're fairly close, right? All right, there is an H on the rise, ITT's on the rise, oil pressure, starter cut out. That looks pretty good there. Turn that off. All right, cool. Maryland, yeah, that's right. Anon, man, that's incredibly generous, Anon, man. You guys who just got memberships, feel free to use all your custom emojis and perks in chat. I think now that we have enough members, I can put a lot more emojis in the chat now. So that's awesome, man. You guys, Anon, you're a legend, man. All right, cool. So we are now in hotel mode. We should be able to turn off the ground power. And now we are on the generators. We can get the ground power out of here. Cool. All right. We can disengage the prop brake. So for that, we need hydraulic pressure. So now we should be turning number 2. There it goes. Auto, or yep, number 2 is in auto. Let's go ahead and start number 1. There's the starter. NH is coming up. Yeah, they fixed that bug with the charging system. That's awesome. That is really cool. I mean, this airplane is meant for quick turnarounds like this. So, all right, starter cut out. Put that back here. Auto. All right. And that all looks pretty good. I think we can go ahead and put the TRU on. We can put the probe heats on. And let's go ahead and turn on the taxi light. We are ready to taxi. All right, before taxi checklist, recall checked. No messages. Cockpit comm hatch, we never opened it. Condition levers 1 and 2 are in auto. Anti-icing not required. TRU is on. Anti-skid test, sure. Whoops. Flaps 15, nose wheel steering on. Before taxi checklist complete. All right, let's taxi out to runway 03 left. Yeah, there's some remnants too. Look, the VNAV, the deviation bars are still up there. That's not right. Yeah, there's weird things though with when you do a turnaround in this thing. I don't know. Max Racing Life, fly the MD-80. I don't own the MD-80, and I hate to say it, I've just never been a big fan. Oof, I know that's blasphemy, but I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, I was thinking about which aircraft to get. Like today, I haven't bought an aircraft in a while. That was kind of one of them. Okay, let's do the taxi checklist. Taxi lights are on. Let's go ahead and test the brakes. Let's give it a little bit of gas. Brakes, good. FMA. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let's turn the flight directors on. We'll go heading mode. We'll arm LNAV and we'll go IAS in the climb. And our altitude is selected at 12,000 feet. Transition altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. Oh, that's right. We couldn't set that, right? Look, 6,000 feet. Well, now I can set it. Okay. Well, transition altitude 6,000 feet. Now, brakes test. FMA looks good. Takeoff config test. And it says okay. Cool. Taxi checklist is complete. Before takeoff checklist is next. So let's go ahead and taxi out to runway 03 left and get out of here. going to Arrecife? I don't know these places. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of taxi around these light poles and then get onto, what is that? I guess a taxiway golf. We'll thread the needle here. Oh, all right, don't look. These are here because this is part of like that enhanced lighting package that I have. And at night, they're almost essential. Excuse me. So what we get? What's the landing rate? It was like 190 something. I think we can beat that. I don't know what happened there. Usually I get the turbo props and the props. I tend to land those a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe I'm pulling the power out too early. I think I pulled it out like at 7.3, like at 20 feet above. Maybe we just kind of fly it down next time. I don't know. I don't have a lot of practice in the ATR. There she goes. Binter Canarias. It's a pretty looking airplane. It's a great livery. Flight Sim TO. Freeware. I should post the links to these, I guess, in the stream descriptions. We are taxiing really fast and off center line too. Use a little reverse thrust to slow us down. By the way, my seat cushion is really working well. Tailbone isn't killing me. What about a STOL plane? I don't have any true STOL planes. I mean, we have the Kodiak, and we did. Actually, that's a STOL plane because we flew the Kodiak around Papua New Guinea. Remember that one stream? I think we spent like 5 hours just hitting all of those like missionary bush pilot airports in the Kodiak. That was a heck of a lot of fun. Anon, okay, do you say never for X-Plane 12? And get back 2.2 terabytes of storage. I mean, never say never? I don't know, man. X-Plane 12. I'll tell you what I'm waiting for. The V-Flight Air Aero has a couple of minor issues that they're working out. Just related to VR and some of the displays, the way they disappear. I guess they're like SASL errors or something. Once they get those fixed, I'm going to get back into X-Plane 12 and fly that Aero because I downloaded Auto Ortho and it's pretty cool. All right, before takeoff briefing, complete, gust lock. We didn't do the takeoff briefing. We're just going to wing it. Flight controls, checked. Transponder, auto. Yep, boost function we don't need. Airflow normal. Takeoff, before takeoff to the line, complete. I think we put the weather radar on now. 2. All right, cool. Let's call up Gran Canaria traffic. Binter 1202 is going to be departing at 03 left. We're taking the runway now, Gran Canaria. All right, let's see how this works. I get some weird, like these deviation bars on here, and it's not normal. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know why this isn't brown. It doesn't seem right. Like, our altimeter's set. All right, there's 03 left windsocks. Both of them blowing pretty much right down the runway. Maybe a little bit of left crosswind. But yeah, Anon, I don't know. I would like to delete X-Plane 12, but I also want to use the V-Flight Air aircraft. So we'll see. All right, before takeoff checklist below the line, cabin crew was advised, engine bleeds as required. Taxi lights off, takeoff, landing lights and strobes on. Lateral flight deviation bar is showing up. Rudder centered. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Okay. Let's go. hang on a second, guys. The gravel stole is a good laugh. Oh, is that the Just Friends one? Massive tires and crazy power. Max Racing ever had a stall or near stall experience in the Aero? Yeah, on purpose though. I mean, you practice that at altitude. Horse bit is the ortho is free. Yeah, it's because you used ortho for XP. All right, let's go. All right, in the notch. We're gonna rotate at 111 knots. But Max, I mean, you practice stalls, you know, kind of frequently. You know, both departure stalls and approach stalls to keep yourself ready for what happens if you ever do experience one. Basically, put the nose down is how you recover. Hang on a second. There's 100 knots. There's V1. Let's rotate. Oh, I don't think the trims were accurately set because I'm putting a lot of back pressure in. Well, there's positive rate gear up. Yeah, I've got it. That trim setting was not accurate. All right, LNAV is already engaged for some reason. We're in the notch. We can go flaps up. Just gonna keep it climbing here. Let's put up our departure here. Yep, this looks good. Just basically flying runway heading. Climb mode. I don't want it to pitch down too much. Let's go autopilot on. All right, autopilot is engaged. LNAV, IAS mode, and altitude select, which is 12,000 feet. Cool. Let's take an outside view. Flyby. Whew. Actually, we can do a flyby. There's a flyby. Binter. Whatever Binter is. Apparently, Binter is one of like two kind of island hopping airlines that, I mean, I guess if you're in the Canary Islands, the way to get around between the islands is aircraft. So, makes sense they would fly ATRs. Look at that. Oh. We got to get the yacht back out. Oh, maybe that's what we can do one of these days soon. We'll take the yacht out of that marina right there, and we'll take it around these islands. Or, well, the yacht is very slow, so we'll take it maybe partway around. Maybe we'll cruise to that little island over there in the yacht. Oh, right along the coast, Gran Canaria. That'd be awesome. Cool. All right, after takeoff checklist. Gear is up, flaps are up. Power is set, climb, engine bleeds on, taxi and takeoff lights. I guess we can turn the landing lights off. And altimeters to go at 6,000 feet was set standard. Cool. Well. Despite having VNAV bars still on our ND, that went okay. There it is, Anon. Toga, exactly. See, members can use custom emojis in chat. And now, Anon, thanks to your generosity, we are at a level where I can add a bunch more emojis. If you guys have suggestions for custom emojis, those of you who are members of the channel, let me know, and I will design and post up some more custom emoji. What happens if you stall but you're too low to put the nose down? Well, you're going to you're gonna have an undesired ground interface. That's actually a real issue, specifically when you're on the you're flying the pattern and you're on the base to final turn, where you're at some of the slowest airspeeds. And new pilots, sometimes if you overshoot final, what you'll do is you're slow, in like a 172, you're at what, like 70 knots with probably flaps 2 out, and people will overshoot final, and then they will increase the bank angle to try to rejoin final. And not only do they increase the bank angle, they don't use the rudder, so they're uncoordinated. so they're in a skid, and then they'll yank, they'll pull. So they're turning, they're skidding, and then they'll pull on the yoke, which loads up, increases the G loading on the wing, which greatly increases the stall speed of the aircraft, and the aircraft will stall, and you're that low to the ground, and it's almost impossible to recover. So you'll stall and spin on final, and many a pilot has been killed that way. So yeah, if you're too low and you can't push the nose down to get airspeed, I mean, if you have, you can increase power. Obviously, that's one way, but the real way to do it is to get the angle of attack of the wing such that it's not stalled anymore, and it's producing lift. And yeah, if you're too low to the ground, that's it. I mean, you can recover from a stall pretty, at several hundred feet if you get the nose down and get, reduce the angle of attack. You can break out of it at several hundred feet above the ground if you don't, spin. But yeah, that's a real killer. Max. Dead stick, trimmer, who got the keys? Dead stick, I actually. Dead stick, you win, man. I was actually listening to that song, I don't know, maybe last week in the gym. You got the keys to my ATR. Oh, what are the lyrics to that? The keys to my Beamer or something. That's what I do when we team up. Oh man, I'm not gonna. Dead stick, you win. Timer emoji. Anon, I think I have one in the hole ready to go, man. I have one in the hole and ready to go. Oh, the time. That timer actually reset. This one didn't. The timer in this thing is actually kind of automatic. All right, there goes 6,000 feet. Set standard. Dead stick, you're a genius with that quote, man. Oh man, I'm gonna give you a prize. You win a free copy of one of the best plugins available for VR simming is VATSIM Radio, and Dead Stick, you win a free copy of VATSIM Radio on me for making me almost, if I had something in my mouth, I would have spit it out. You win a free copy of VATSIM Radio. Or the Headwind 330-900. Your choice, sir. You probably shouldn't tempt fate. I think I do have a timer emoji. It's like, oh, you know what it is? I took a screenshot off of, it's like a 7.3 chrono, and I made an emoji out of it. So I will put that one up there in the list of emojis that those our members can use. All right, altimeters. Oh, the after takeoff checklist is finally done. All right, we're looking good. We're clawing our way up here. Look at this, 800 feet per minute. Why does it go so slow? I mean, we're in. I always check the flaps. I'm like, do I have flaps out? Like, no, we're just that slow. Max racing the snort. Yeah, I mean that's. There's nothing else to do except snort at that. That was a great quote. So there goes Gran Canaria with Tenerife in the distance, and Arrecife is where? That's where we're going next. Okay, it's right there. So that's Arrecife, and then what we're going to do is take the hop from Arrecife all the way over to Tenerife north, and then we'll be done. And I think we'll do it. I'm feeling pretty good. Airplane's handling nicely. It turned around good enough. I'm going to need to take a bio break eventually, but yeah. Oh no, only okay. 3.5 hours. Oh, I forgot you were going to bed. Good night, man. Good night, and thanks again for those gifted subs, man. That's epic. That is that's epic stuff, man. But have a good night. If you truly are going to bed, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow on Discord or maybe a stream. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll take the yacht. Peace. Peace. Good to see you as always. Look at this climb rate. It is anemic, but apparently, I mean, I guess that's the way this thing climbs, right? I mean, it's a pig, but to me, it's like the school bus of the skies. I don't know. It kind of makes it fun to fly, to be honest. I don't know. There's something about this thing. I'm going to try to not fly it a lot so you guys don't get sick of it. But it's really fun. All right. Arrecife. Might as well start prepping for this. Let's check out the Arrecife to Papa arrival. If I can pull the damn thing up. There it is. So we're coming off Arrecife. Maped is max 200 knots. Let's see if we can. Let's go to our flight plan page and let's see if we can adjust that. Oh, it's actually in. Look, okay. Speed constraint 200 knots. Okay. That's good. Except why is there an altitude constraint? Oh, you know why there's an altitude? Because I bet you on the ILS, moped is 500 feet, 200 knots. So that's pretty darn good on the ATR's McDo. All right, let's call that 10,000. Oh, we already put the landing lights off. Seatbelt sign can come off as well. Device sign can come off too. Use your cell phones. I don't care. If you can get signal. Actually, you probably can get signal more. Well, no, you can't. I lose signal in the air above like 3,000 feet, and that's where there's usually good signal. Sync the heading bug. What was I doing? Yeah, so that's cool. Moped speed constraint 200 knots and 5,000 feet. Awesome. Very good. All right, let's go to our performance page. I know we're still on the climb, but let's do this now. Runway 03. Let's go ahead and put in the winds and the altimeter. It's 030 at 8, 1019. 030 at 8. No gusts. And 1019 on the altimeter. And that's good. Cool. 110 knots on the approach. Full flaps. Transition altitude is, I believe it's 6,000 feet. Check that. Come on. Transition altitude by ATC. It's 1,000 to go. Maybe the transition altitude will be on here. Transition level is ATC altitude 6,000. We'll use 6,000, and that'll be good. Cool. Awesome. This is looking pretty good. Max, when was the last time I flew the Salty 747? I've never flown the... Oh, wait. We did fly the Salty 74. Let's go back in the cabin real quick here. Let's go this view, because then I can take you all with me. It's been ages, honestly. I should probably fly it again. Because I think they've done some work with it. Like, I'm a member of the Horizon Sim Discord, and I think they're affiliated with Salty, and I think that I've read that they've done a lot of stuff with the Salty, so it's been a long time. Although with AAU2 now out, maybe the default 7.4 is better. I don't know. Alright, so that's Arrecife off in the distance. What do we have off to the left, off to the west? Not much. Just a gigantic blade. Yeah, I'm not sure I would want to sit here. Yikes, that's a little too close to that spinning fan. Let's go back up front. Yikes. What if one of those things let loose? Holy cow. Does that happen? Actually, I don't even know the answer to that. What if? Oh, man. Especially that one, right? Like, the direction it's spinning is that way. Like, what the heck happens if... I guess you don't even want to think about that. I mean, I wouldn't want to be sitting, like, right in that row. In fact, I think I'd want to be sitting way back there. Or would I? No, because it would go that way. No, I'd want to be sitting up here. But we're sitting right here. There we are. Look at us. Look at that professional crew up there. Just. Ooh. I'm not the. I don't look like this in real life. I'm not sure if I look like that guy either. His beard isn't. He's got too much stubble. Gotta let that beard grow. Come on, dude. His hair's too short too. Weak. Let it grow. Only live once. Anyway, yeah. So salty. I can't remember. I think I flew it once, and it must have been kind of early on in the salty. Kind of the salty development cycle, because I don't remember it being very good when I flew it, but I'm sure it's a lot better now. 22 degrees in here. I guess that's okay. That's a little warm, right? Let's turn this down. Everything else looks good. I'll tell you though, I'm loving this ATR. I really am. I'm an ATR fan. It kind of makes me wish I bought the like the Dash 8, the Q400 for X-Plane. I never had that one. I was always kind of not afraid of it, but like in X-Plane, I was kind of in a Zebo rut. And I was like, I don't know if I want to branch out, you know, whatever. But now it's like, nah, let's fly them all. Too fun. Let's move you guys a little closer here. There we go. Alright, so also what we can do is set our... so let's take a look at the airport. Yeah, okay, as I thought, there's not a lot to it. We're coming in 03. Excuse me, we'll just park it here. We will not park on the military apron, although I would imagine we'll make Echo 3, so we'll just taxi Echo 3 straight ahead, kind of where these gates are. Find a spot on the ramp. We'll turn it around one more time and head off to Tenerife. Cool. Alright, in the meantime, let's go ahead and put in our frequency, which is 109.1. 109.1. And we'll put that in number 2 as well. 1. Cool. Frequencies are in. Final approach course 031. I wish you could like preset that. Fortunately, you cannot. Missed approach. A big right turn. I mean, a big right turn, it looks like here. Intercept the 088 radial from LTE, and then a left turn, 13 DME to the El Lanzarote VOR. So it's like a big circle. So we make a big, make a right turn, and then start a left turn at 9 DME. Climb up to 5,000 feet. Because you don't want to go left. Bunch of terrain to the left. Let's see. The initial approach fixed 2300 at Golfy, and then 1700 at the 5 mile marker, and then the DA 451 feet. We'll fly it at 501. So 510, the MDA. And that's all set. Cool. And look at that. Our cruise speed of 211 knots. Man, we are... Well, you know what? This isn't in cruise either, but it doesn't really matter. No, maybe it does. Oh my gosh. Did I forget to do that last time too? I suck. I don't think that's going to give us much more though. Cruise and climb are really similar from what I can tell. Cool. Let's pull up the arrival again. And we're kind of already on it. You know what? This doesn't look quite right. top of descent is here. We want to be at moped at 5,000 feet. That doesn't jibe. I think we want to be at moped at 5,000 feet, not at or above, right? So we need to take a look at this. Well, let's go with it. Let's see what it does. I think... Well, what if we do this? I think we need to start to descend pretty soon. We lost our top of descent marker, but this is still saying 21 miles, so we'll go with that. That's a bummer. Took away our top of descent. Whoops! What's that? How did that happen? Oh, jeez. This thing has click spots all over the place. I must have clicked the wrong click spot. Alright. 19 miles to TOD. Blistering 212 knots. I hope VNAV is going to work for us too, because we've got these vertical deviation bars from the last VNAV, and I'm not sure why they don't go away. They should go away. Oops. There's something interesting about this. So we need to lose... We need to lose like 7,000 feet of altitude. I think we need to start down. I'm going VNAV path. Oops, well, let's spin this down to 5,000. I think we screwed this up. Actually, I'm not sure if we screwed it up. I think that something was kind of wonky there. I'm not sure if we're going to make map head at... Well, saying we will, because we're going down at 2,500 feet per minute, but we'll make it. Ooh, we need to slow down though. The power or the thrust. No, this is power. It's not a jet. Power levers to not to idle, but maybe right about. They're so touchy. Trying to pull these back so we don't overspeed. We'll just leave them right there. All right, seatbelt signs come back on. There's 10,000 feet already. This thing will descend pretty quickly. Oh, we need to cross mop head at 200 knots too. So yeah, we did the right thing. It's just like we planned it. Not sure what that other. Maybe that's was it Lanzarote? No. Oh gosh, what's the other one? Buenaventura or something like that? I don't know. I don't know the names of all these islands. Obviously. Cool. Hopefully the stream is still running okay for you guys. Chat got quiet. You guys all leave me. There's one more sector too many. You guys bored with the ATR? It's alright if you are. I mean, it's not the sexiest plane out there. Slowing it down to 200 knots. That's pretty cool though. So VNAV already it sets our speed for us like that. That's pretty cool. Get ready to activate the approach. Move you guys over here. All right. There's Arrecife. I guess they have nice beaches here, right? I mean, isn't that like why you would come to the Canary Islands? I guess for the beaches. Like, I have no know nothing about the Canary Islands. All right, we're about to go through 6,000 feet, so it was 1019 when I was on the altimeter. There's 1019, and we need to slow down. 210 knots, that's close enough. We're not going to get a phone number for that. Maybe we will, I don't know. Nah, we hit it right on. Whoa. Power. Okay, and now we need to spin this down to 30. What is it? What would we say oh, come on. 2,300 feet. So we want to be at 3,100 feet at LTE. All right, so let's. .100 feet. Trying to hold it at 200 knots. There we go. All right, descent checklist. Whoops. That's good. Landing elevation set. Takeoff data is already confirmed. We're flying this approach at 110 knots. DA said arrival briefing was completed. Approach briefing is to go. Cool. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Sim's looking really good. Look at that. Still a lot of manual work to be done with this airplane, but that's fine. I mean, it's like, do we get a new top of descent? Oh, you know what we can do? If we put in how did I see this done? If we put in a new cruise altitude, I think it gives us a new. You can't do that. Okay. Thought maybe it'd give us a new. Why are we descending like that? See that? All right, let's set this back to 5,000 feet where it belongs. That's not right. Actually, we can descend to 3,100 feet, so let's go down. What happens if we go VNAV? Will it let us? It will. VNAV path. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. Keeping it at 200 knots. Cool. Helga, we're still here, Catherine, just enjoying the flight. Oh, nice. I never assume, but sometimes I wonder if my that something's gone wrong with like the streaming tools. Anyway, thanks for the ping back. Trust me, I don't have any assumptions or expectations that anybody would ever watch this stuff. But no, appreciate the ping back. All right, 1,000 to go. This is actually kind of cool. It is doing a really good job with VNAV, and I think what we can do is even spin this down to 2,300, and it should hold. Right? It should hold the constraint at 3,100. So let's set this down to 2,300 and see what happens. Let's see if it'll stop at 3,100. Slow down a little bit though. Oh, this is a cool approach. Yeah, check it out. I mean, look at the terrain. Oh, I bet there's some really cool beaches here. Oh, a nice marina. I bet this is like a yachting haven. Look at that. Oh, look at that hotel with those pools and it's like a big like water fountain. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna crash us into the ground by just looking at the scenery. It's flying this DME arc really nicely, by the way. I think I'm going to slow us down a little bit, though. Be right about there. All right, let's see if it holds us at 3,100 feet. It should stop our descent. It is stopping it. Look at that. That is pretty darn good. And we... Yep. Well, now it's taking us down, but okay. I think that's okay, right? Yeah, technically no, but okay. Alright, I'm not sure what... Look at this line that it drew. That's weird. I think what we might do is just go heading mode at this point. So 2,300 feet. We're gonna go heading mode, and we're gonna fly this kind of manually because I don't like the way it drew. Like, look at that weirdness there. Not sure that's correct. So we'll put the throttle, thrust levers to idle, and we'll arm the approach. All right, approach armed. Let's vector ourselves over there. It did a pretty good job, though, in my opinion. All right, approach briefing. Seatbelt signs are on. Landing lights are on. Altimeters are set and checked. Cabin was advised. That's good. Cool. Not bad. Not bad. A couple of wonky things, but nothing terrible. Alright, we should be picking up the localizer here pretty soon. Localizer is alive. Localizer is captured. We're at 170 knots, so we can extend flap. 031 is the course. 031 is set. Alright, let's go first notch of flaps. Glide slope is active. And the runway, I believe that's the runway in sight. Yeah, we can keep the speed up a little bit here. Okay. And we have no checklists yet. Glide slope's alive. All that looks good. Can't seem to get that cabin temperature off 22 degrees, but oh well. Hey, you're flying an ATR. What do you expect? A cool cabin? I'm pretty sure this is probably a low-cost carrier. Just saying. One other thing I'm saying, this homemade seat cushion is really good. I might sell this. Slap a VR Sim Pilot logo on there and charge 50 bucks for it. Merch, right? Isn't that a thing? Merch. You guys want VR Sim Pilot t-shirts? Alright, let's see. So we got 15 degrees of flaps. We got another notch to go. Glide slope's coming in. Let's do the before landing checklist. Cabin crew is advised. Landing gear. No, not yet. Okay. We'll hold on that checklist. We are about to capture the glide slope. Let's start pulling some power back here. Let's see if we can turn it around one more time. This is too fun not to, right? It's not even 10 o'clock. Ooh, there's a little bit of pitch down. All right, glide slope captured. Missed approach altitude was 5,000 feet. This goes up by 200s, so maybe we'll just do it this way. There we go. Missed approach altitude is set. Let's slow down. Let's actually go gear down. power back a little bit here. So we can get under our flap extension speed. We're flying this at 110 knots. All right, last notch of flaps, notch of flops, whatever. Let's catch that with a little bit of power there. Cool. For landing checklist, landing gears down, flaps are down, power management, takeoff. That's fine. Don't need that. Lights are on, and that's good. For landing checklist complete. A little bit of a left crosswind, but not too much. It's pretty much right down the runway. 124 knots. We're shooting for 110. Look at that. Oh man. I think I want to go here. I think I need to get back in the cockpit. Alright, let's go autopilot off. We shall hand fly it, which is probably a terrible idea for all the souls that we have on board. And we're a little bit low on the glide slope. Let's power up a little bit here. Try to catch the glide. See if we can do better than 190 feet per minute this time too. Sitting up a little higher. I was sitting lower to give you guys a better view of the panel, but sorry. Maybe a little low. No, I'm not gonna. I mess with it. Darn it. Well, that's what I get. Screwing around. Oh, geez. We're on VATSIM. Arrecife traffic. Binter 1202 is on short final 403 Arrecife. Oops. Just dawned on me we're on VATSIM and I have not been making any radio calls, and now we're really high and fast.
500 minimum. Minimum.
Yeah, we're stable. Stable enough. Continue. One white, three reds. Winds are kind of kicking us around a little bit here. And we're low. We're dragging this in, folks. We are slow. Airspeed. There we go. That's better. Nose coming up as we use reverse thrust and a stutter, and I think we can make this turn off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arrecife. Ooh, this airport looks nice. I wonder if this is one of those custom ones. Huh. Okay. Well, that one felt better. Let's see. I don't know if that was a greaser or not, but let's see. Butters in chat, everyone. Butters in chat. Which taxiway is this? Is it Echo 3? Yeah. Arrecife traffic, Binter 1202 is vacated 03 on Echo 3, just going to the north ramp here, Arrecife. Cool. After takeoff checklist. Lights can come off. We need to set the timer for our shutdown. Dead stick. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. I think that was pretty good. I think that was pretty good. We'll see. All right, radar's off. Flight controls locked. Flaps 0. Trims. We'll reset those to 1 unit up. Landing light, oops, strobe light can come off. We're off the runway. Yeah, anti-icing, that's fine. Probe heats will turn off and the TRU can come off too. Awesome. All right, that can come off. These can come off and we can taxi. And after 2 minutes, we can shut down number 1. Let's go. There we go. So, yeah. Verdun the Great. Do I have a video of my setup and how I go about streaming in VR? I have a video of my settings. I don't have a video of all the stuff I use to stream in VR, though. I've never gotten around to making that video. I probably should, but I honestly just haven't gotten around to doing that one. Let's go. Ooh, let's cut the corner. No, let's not do that. Let's do it the right way. Because there's a bunch of stuff that goes into this, believe it or not. I have, yeah, I got a bunch of tools that I use to actually produce the stream. And I'm always kind of looking to tweak it too, because I want you all to see as much of what I see as possible. I mean, it's never going to be exactly the same. You know, I mean, you guys are getting a 2D view of what I'm seeing. But you know, I watch a lot of portions of all the streams back just to make sure that everything looks, you know, as good as it can possibly look. And if it doesn't, I'm always looking for ways to kind of improve it. Tell you what we're gonna do. I don't want to go all the way to the gate, right? Why don't we park it? Oh, man, where can we leave this thing? I don't want to. I want like a stand. Hey, what? I'm gonna call. Ooh, that line right there. I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna leave it right here. People can get around us. There's nobody here anyway. Cool. Parking brake. Let's set that. It's been 2 minutes. So condition lever 1 is feathered, and then idle. Verdun, you got virtual desktop, but you're not a streamer. And see, that's where it would already differ, because I'm not using virtual desktop. I'm using Quest, the mirror. All right, cool. So that's good. And then let's go to the parking checklist. We can turn that off. We can pop that off. The beacon light, we'll leave that on for now. Parking brake set. Taxi and takeoff lights are off. Condition lever 2. All right, now here's where I got to be careful, and I want to make sure that we don't drain the battery. So I'm going to put this up on the electrical page. We're still charging. Condition lever 2 can be feathered. Beacon light off. Transponder is already in standby. Tail prop, we'll put that in. Let's move this. So tail prop is in. Chocks are on. Let's put this into hotel mode. It's ready. Prop brake is on. Let's make sure that still charging. All right, props are shut down, so we're in hotel mode. Cool. Seatbelt signs can come off. That can come off. I'm gonna turn the wing light off, because what I'm going to do is attach the ground power. Have ground power available. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. We're still charging, and now what I'm gonna do is shut down number 2 completely. So let's do this. Cool. All right. Still got the charging lights illuminated. We'll keep an eye on that. Anyway, cool. Verdun, it's running so good. Awesome, man. Good. Verdun, I get your PC hooked up to a full-size stereo. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Look here. Charging off. All right, we need to start this. We need to start number 2 quickly. That's a bug. That is a freaking bug. There's that. That's a nasty one, and that's going to drain our batteries if we don't get this thing started. So we're going to start 2 in hotel mode. Damn. So I did nothing different, and that charging light came on. That's irritating. See, now we're charging. I don't know. I don't get that. Well, whatever. We'll just leave it. We'll leave the generator running. We'll just take this away. Actually, we don't need it. So ground power can go away. All right, doors open. Cargo door open. Cool. All right, let's do one more flight if you guys are up for it. What server am I on? I'm on VATSIM, man. I'm on VATSIM. No, one more flight. Yeah, why not? Let's do another one. Let's go. Do one more. We're gonna go from. Let me get my iPad out here. Let's do one more. Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock. We can do one more. Hang on one second here. We're gonna go from Arrecife to Tenerife. Just looking at my iPad here. Let's resync the time. I think this is a. I hope this is a quick one. Yeah. We'll do one more. Who cares? Too much fun. Alright, let's generate this one. And let's pre-file, stand by, pre-file, pre-file on VATSIM. Yeah, Verdun, I'm on VATSIM, man. Alright, we're filed. Flight plan generated. Okay. So I'm gonna go. It's too late for you to deal with ATC. Have a good flight. All right, man. Cool. Verdun, everybody leave a like. Yeah, you guys leave a like if you guys like this stuff. I appreciate it. Good to see you, man. Hit me up in chat though if you have questions about the streams. Oh, we never checked the landing rate. 166. It was 166. That's pretty good. It's better than the last. We're getting better. All right, let's reset that. Let's close that. Let me just go ahead and close that. Flight plans. Let's refresh plans. All right, so we're going from Arrecife to Tenerife North. Let's get the weather here. It should be 19er on the altimeter. It is. I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly. Load that. We already reset that. Let's get our new. Actually, what runway are we expecting? Runway 30 into Tenerife. So let's go flights. This will be a quick turn, folks. Quick turn. We'll unload this. Import this. Import from SimBrief. There we go. Pull this in. Let's pull up the. Approach is going to be ILS. Yankee or Zulu? I don't know. Let's look at them both real quick. Here's the ILS Zulu. Oh my gosh. What does the ILS Yankee look like? Oh, that's much better. We're going to fly the ILS Yankee. Alright, ILS Yankee is what we're going to use. Put that away. I don't want to look at that one again. Hide that. Okay, so that's all good. Actually, let's make sure that lines up with... So... Canaries, Tenerife, hang on. All right, we'll just give ourselves vectors. Cool. All right. Let's put that away for now. Let's go over here. Flight plan, import OFP, set fuel, set payload. this over here. Procedure completed. That's great. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's go to the procedures menu. There we go. Final cockpit prep. Hello. Oh, this is the click spots are all screwed up or something. There we go. Okay. Procedure complete. All right. Now we can get into it. Let's go to our menu. Let's go to FMS. Let's go to init. Posinit. Oh, it let us put it in that time. Cool. Okay. Initialize the weights. Guys, I'm not even going to check this time. I'm just going to kind of go on blind faith that this is correct. 1.2 units up. There we go, 1.2 units. Flight plan in it. Route is from GCRR to GCXO. Where's the O? There it is. We are still Binter 1202, as we have been all friggin' night. All right, cool. We're using runway 03, and it's going to be the Larry 1 mic. There's Larry. Execute that. I like this song, by the way. The Larry's, and then the arrival is the Larry 1 Lima. We're going to use the ILS, what do we say, Yankee 30. It's the Larry 1 Lima. Do we want a VIA? What's this candy VIA? Let's take a look at that real quick. Hello. Come on. I hate it when it does this. There we go. Yeah, we'll take it from candy. Why not? Execute. Let's check. Make sure that makes sense. This view. All right. Oh geez, I guess we should sort of brief the departure a little bit here. All right, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a big looping left turn. How's that for you? All right. Why is there a massive gap right there? Huh. What if we delete that discontinuity? Yeah, that makes more sense there. Yep. Execute. Aries. Ooh. Alright, I'm getting rid of that one too. Ah, darn it. Clear. What the heck have we done? This doesn't look right at all. Zoom out. What the hell? Hang on, folks. We screwed this up. It's not supposed to take this long. Come on. Jeez. Oh, I know why. We don't need all these. Hey, what? Why don't we just go? This doesn't make any sense. It should be Larry's. Hang on here. Larry's to Candy. And then it should be E190. I'm not sure why it's got all these additional lines. You know what? It's fine. We're just going to execute it and we'll go with it. We'll just give ourselves direct. Just want to get this last flight out of the way. In a good way. It's still fun, but geez. All right, Perfinet. What's our cruising altitude tonight? 170. What? Are we even going to make it that high? 170. Perf. 108, 108, 111. Transition altitude is 6,000. Cool. We're good to go. All right. Parking brake set. Altimeters are good. Landing elevation is automatic. That's good. Let's check fuel quantity and reset the fuel flow. Memo panel. That's fine. Power management is in takeoff. Cool. All right. Before prop rotation. Door lock. Good. Confirm. Takeoff data. Trims are set. Tail prop. All right, I guess we can go ahead and close the airplane up now. Aircraft. Close the cargo door. Take the main door away. Tail prop is stowed. Wheel chocks are off. Good. Good. Seat belts and no device signs are on. Good. Beacon light on. And let that start to be on. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and take the prop brake off. Returning number 2. There it goes. Awesome. All right, let's start number 1. For the 3rd time today, this aircraft is doing 3 flights today. And the crew is getting tired. Starter cutout. It's good. This goes to auto. That procedure is complete. Before taxi checklist. Recall check. We don't have our probe heats on. Comm hatch is closed. 1 and 2 are in auto. We don't need anti-icing. TRU needs to be on. I always forget that. Anti-skid test. I guess that's fine. Flaps. 15. Nose wheel steering on. Pre-flight. Pre-taxi checklist complete. All right, let's just go ahead and put that on for now. And we're going to go in heading select with LNAV armed, and we're going to go in IAS all the way up to flight level 170. Cool. Let's taxi. Taxi checklist. Taxi light is on. Brakes checked. FMA modes are good, and takeoff config test says okay. Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist is next. All right, let's head out to runway 03. Pretty easy taxi here. Just gonna run over some taxi lights. Pay no attention to this. Put our ND back up here on the display. You know what? Let's do this too, just for the heck of it. Should we take an intersection takeoff? Let's do it. Well, it says do not enter. Ah, all right. We're not going to do that. Taxi all the way down. I think taxi's fast. 22 knots. It's the only thing it does fast. I wish we would climb and cruise at that speed. Sounds like a nice place. Maybe one day. That's the cool thing about the sim. It's like, I would love to come here one day. Then you can fly here in the sim in an ATR. Why not? All right. Again, we're going to rotate at 108 knots. V1 and VR are both 108 knots, so that's good. Let's slow down here a little bit. Should probably not do the takeoff briefing for the line while we're taxiing, but here we are. Gust locks off, flight controls free and correct, transponders on. We can also put the weather radar on. That's good. Boost we don't need, and that's complete to the line. Ooh, slow down. All right, let's go ahead and put our taxi lights on, strobe light on. Arrecife traffic. Binter 1202 is going to be departing runway 3 at Arrecife. Because we're on VATSIM. There's absolutely nobody here. If we do more of these flights, it's going to be morning time and maybe ATC will actually pop on. No, that ain't going to happen. Alright, 03. I'm talking a little quietly too because family is now probably in bed. Oh, it's only 10. Never mind. It's 10:20. It's not that late. Never mind. All right, cool. All right. Before takeoff checklist below the line. Cabin crews advised. Engine bleeds on. Exterior lights are on. Lateral flight director bar is on. Rudder is centered. Procedure is complete. All right. Let's get out of here. Toga's in chat. Anybody left? There's nobody left. All right. Into the notch, which I can't see. There it is. In the notch. Let's go. I gotta start remembering to put the departures up on the freaking tablet. All right, later for that. Fly the airplane. Looking for 108 knots to rotate. There's 100. There's 108 knots. Rotate up onto the flight directors. Positive rate. Gear up. Alright, very nice. Not sure why that's flashing. That's a remnant of a previous flight, I think. Power into the climb mode. Pitch down a little bit, let the airspeed build before we can retract the flaps. Oof, man, there is some terrain here. Come on, speed up. Jeez, this is so slow. Flaps up. Now it'll speed up a little bit. We'll do the after takeoff checklist in a second here. Alright, let's go autopilot on. Autopilot on. It's going to say don't sync. No, it's not. LNAV, IAS, out select 17,000 feet. I want to get an outside view here. There it goes. off to Tenerife. That's cool. I don't know what town that is, but it looks nice. Looks like there'll be a nice beach there and a nice marina if there is. We gotta take the yacht around here. I wonder if there's any golf here. You see any golf courses? Seems like a place that would have a nice golf course. Alright, after takeoff checklist, landing gears up, flaps are up. Power is in the climb mode, engine bleeds on, taxi and takeoff lights, not yet, and altimeters, not yet. We got it. 6,000 feet. I'm going to adjust my little seat pad here. It's not very cool, is the thing. But we never set the clock. There we go. Maybe we'll start giving ourselves directs too. You know what? Let's do that. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat. Direct to. This is a test. Let's see what happens when we give ourselves direct to Larry's. Let's see if it'll make that turn. Hey, look at that. It is. Micah, what's going on, man? Howdy and bye. Just dropping a like. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's late. I hope everything's going well, man. This is the third flight of the day. And, yeah. Anyway, good to see you. Thanks for the like, man. Appreciate it. And hopefully I will catch up with you. Hopefully you're making progress on the Cherokee, man. I know it's busy with work, but hopefully that's going well. Anyway, maybe we'll catch up on Discord or something then. Alright. So we just gave ourselves a massive shortcut here. Well, not massive, but a shortcut. Let's see how it does. It's gonna... I guess it's gonna get back on course here. That's not bad. That was one heck of a turn, but anyway. There's the airport down there. It's a cool looking place. Really cool. Pop the landing lights off at this point. That can come off. 6,000 feet-ish. Set standard. We're taking a whole bunch of shortcuts on this third flight. That's how we do it here on Binter Airlines. Binter Canarias Airlines, whatever this is. You guys, I don't know, I'll just leave y'all right here. I think it's so cool. Still not seeing any golf courses though. Huh. Check out what are these like it's like old volcanoes. Check that out. That's awesome. Look at that. Those are like old like volcano craters. Looks like the surface of the moon. Oh, they're all over the place. I guess this is a volcanic area. Wow, that's really cool. Put a golf course on one of these. Alright, enough of that golf. That is awesome. It's one of the most amazing things about MSFS, right? Aside from the airplanes. Just the ability to see stuff like this, that is too cool. Oh, darn it. Zyro, what's up, man? What's going on? Late night on VR Sim Pilot channel. What's going on, man? How you doing? How is your... What is this? Is it Friday yet? No, Thursday night. How's your Thursday night going? F-22 air support inbound. think that was the first command that we enabled on this channel. Zyro. Helga, they look like very large sand traps. And you know what, Helga? I would be in every single one of these. Like, regardless of where my shot was coming from, I would be in every single one of these sand traps. Either if they were sand traps, my ball would be there, it would be in that one, it would be in that one, or it would be somehow sliced over into that water. Thus goes my golf game. Oh man, alright, taxi and takeoff lights are off, altimeters are set to standard, and that's good. And then let's take a look at this real quick. I've never flown, I didn't do any, I did zero, I didn't fly these flights in advance, obviously. Let's see. Alright, so D12.8, 5,000. Alright. It drew a really weird thing here, but I wonder if that was part of the missed approach that I was seeing. I don't know. We're going to find out. So candy above 7, and then this one I think is at 5, and then yeah, final fix 4,300. Yeah, okay. So this one's 5,000. All right, cool. We got it. We got it. Yeah, candy is at flight level 70. Awesome. Zyro, yeah, that was, I think that was the first command that we figured out how to enable. And then remember, we actually flew the, I guess it was the F-35, right? We fly the F-35. I think I have that one, the top mock. Or was that an F-22? I forget. It's been a long time. I think that was the 500 subscriber celebration stream. We flew that. We flew that fighter jet. I haven't flown that thing since. It took me forever to figure out how to fly it in the first place. All right, there goes Gran Canaria, and then I forget the name of that island. It's like Future Ventura or something like that. I don't know. I forget. My geography isn't very good. It was the F-22. That's right. It was the top mock F-22. That was a fun stream. But I got to tell you, that was like the yacht. It was not well received, let's just say. For some reason, like, people didn't like the F-22. Like, come on, it's just fun. Just like the yacht stream. Oh my gosh. I was in a state of depression for mere milliseconds when I saw the thumbs down for the yacht stream. I'm like, really, guys? Like, come on. It's a yacht. But we're going to do another one. I'm doing another yacht stream, I promise. I don't know when. And I keep saying that, but I have to. And after that yacht stream, I started like kind of binge watching these YouTube videos of yacht tours. It's like, I mean, why am I doing this? Like, why am I punishing myself watching these videos of things that I'll never have? But oh my gosh, it's amazing. Those yachts, holy cow. That's right, Zyro, you you missed it. I remember, because everybody was like, "Where's Zyro? Where the hell is Zyro?" This is for him, his idea. F-22, man. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh well, that stream is forever immortalized in the archives of YouTube. Feel free to watch it whenever you want. Actually, that'd be fun. Maybe I'll go back and watch. It would be fun to go back and watch some of the old streams. Probably a lot like the current streams. Amateur virtual reality wannabe pilot flying airplanes. Yep, the theme is the same. Music is different though. It hurt your soul. I'm sorry. We'll do now. I still own it. I think I've uninstalled it. Like I unlinked and I uninstalled a whole bunch of stuff. I guess it was about a month ago, maybe several weeks ago, trying to troubleshoot those CTDs, and oh man, knock on wood, I figured something out because we've been pretty solid since. But yeah, that was one of the ones that I had to uninstall because it was a marketplace buy, so I couldn't use the add-on linker with it. But easy enough to reinstall. Binter Canarias. It'd be fun to fly this like on VATSIM, like one day if I have a slow day at work and I can actually fly when European VATSIM is online. It'd be fun to take the ATR out. Something different anyway. I'll surprise you all one day. Pop up like a 1:30 Eastern Time, US Eastern Time stream somewhere in Europe. We'll fly that like that Frankfurt madness. Oh my gosh, I've done that one before I was streaming. I would, like on Saturday in the wintertime, nothing to do, I'd pop into Frankfurt and fly. Oh my gosh, so busy. All right, let's see. No, we're not in cruise yet. What are you doing? Look at this, 600 feet per minute. This is crazy. We're going to get to top a climb and then have to go right back down. Nope, we have time to at least set up for the approach. ILS Yankee, runway 30, Tenerife North, Canary Islands. I can't talk. The localizer frequency is 110.3. Parking brakes in the way. 110.3. 110.3. That all matches with that. Final approach course 295 degrees. Mr. Approach, climb on runway heading, intercept, and follow this massive arc right here, basically. Back to Candy. And then hold there. Flight level 70. Sheesh. Once again, transition altitude 6,000, level by ATC. Profile view here, the it's like center fix 5,000 feet, and then the final fix 4,300 feet. We're category, what did we say we were? Charlie? Look, oh, whoa, look at that. Holy crap. The minimum, what's the airport elevation here? God. Airport elevation's 2,000 feet. Okay, well, the MDA is, this is going to take a while to spin this in. 2342. So we'll do 2392. 92. Actually, we can't do 2392. We'll just do 2400. Wow. That is some MDA. Holy cow. I haven't done like a proper walk back through the cabin. We're about to level off here. And we still have 2,000 feet to go. There we go. Walk back through the cabin, check on the passengers here. Everybody doing good? Yeah, enjoying the flights. Some of you have been here for the entirety of these legs. Welcome. Hope y'all are enjoying the flights. Smooth flights, good landings, right? That captain up there, he's a pro. Ma'am, how you doing? Good, sir. Can I get you anything? No, sir, we don't have scotch. Sorry. Seats kind of move around a little bit as I'm doing this too. That's kind of weird. check out the back here. I'm not sure what's up with the flashing. That's kind of bothering me a little bit. Let's, huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's turn it around. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe from the propellers? Huh. I don't know. Let's take a seat here. Well, there's nothing to see. Anything on this side? Ugh. Massive chair in the way. Nice view. Huh. Cool. Oh my gosh, finally. Almost 1,000 to go here. This is crazy. Laps are up, right? Gears up. Eesh. All right. 1,000 to level. You certainly get enough time to set up for the approach in this thing. That is for sure. TOD is 67 miles away. Okay, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Let's get the weather. At Tenerife North. 300 at 11. Zero at 11 knots. No gust. And 1021 is the QNH. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. Approach speed is 107 knots. Awesome. Oh man, only 300 feet to go and we level off. Holy cow. I think I see our destination, by the way. I think that's Tenerife. I don't know if it's the far, maybe it's the one off our, like, 10 o'clock? Is it... Two islands out there, one dead off the nose and then one like 10 o'clock. Hoping it's the one off of our 10 o'clock. Although that might be Gran Canaria. I think that's Gran Canaria. I think Tenerife is dead off the nose. All good. It's hazy up here too. Sheesh. One thing's for sure, I'm gonna have a massive mark on my face where this VR headset was sitting. So 1021 is the QNH. Once we get a little bit closer, well, once we get through 6,000 feet, rather, set that. Make sure our flight monitor is reset. Is awesome. Yeah, it's a tall mountain too, 12,000 feet. Yeah, I think that's Tenerife, the tall one. 12,000 feet, man, that thing just juts out of the sea. Must be a volcano. I guess all of these are like hotspot volcanoes. I think that's kind of like Hawaii is part of the Pacific Rim. I don't know what these are. It's in the middle of the Atlantic, off the coast of Africa. I don't know. Not a geologist. Maryland, thanks for the relaxing stream. You worked 70 hours in the last 4 days. Keep falling asleep. Gotta go. Oh man. Yeah, get some rest, man. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, first of all, and yeah, you're welcome, of course. I'm just happy you were hanging out and in the chat, and yeah, man, thank Anon for the sub, for the membership too. Yeah, man, go to sleep. Get some rest, man. We'll do this again. Pop in on the next one if you want to, Marilyn. But yeah, 70 hours in 4 days. That's a lot of hours, man. Get some rest. I love it when you all join these streams and chat and stuff. It's fun. Actually, it makes it a lot more fun for me. But yeah, man, take care of yourself. Sheesh. And look, your name is Green. Doesn't that look cool? That's my mild promotion of mild membership promotions. Oh, I really should be a better streamer. Anyway, goals. But yeah, this actually was kind of a chill one. I mean, no ATC. I knew that we weren't going to get actual VATSIM in this area, but I kind of wanted a part of the world where we could do, you know, multiple hops in this aircraft. And I was just kind of browsing on FlightAware, like looking at, you know, looked up aircraft type of ATR, you know, 72, and this airline popped up, and I noticed it does a lot of flying in these in the Canaries. I was like, yeah, let's do some Canary Island hopping. And plus, we've never done that on the channel, so. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be like super busy like on a VATSIM event, and there was a VATSIM event tonight in was it Hawaii? So I kind of toyed around with doing Hawaii, but I'm like, let's test out the new update somewhere kind of chill. And honestly, man, I'd take this back on VATSIM. We took the old, you know, before this update, less than a week ago, right? We took this ATR around Bahamas and Florida, and no issues even before the update. You know, flying this on VATSIM, so 100% VATSIMable. It will do whatever you want it to do, as long as you know how to use different modes up here. Don't rely on any one. All right, so it looks like we can spin in 7,000. Not quite yet. Once we get a little closer. This all looks pretty good. Let's check on the passengers one more time back here. Oof, there's that big spinning blade like 3 feet from our head. Why did I pick this seat for a seat view? How about that one? At least now maybe the shards of propeller would fly behind us and hit the people behind us. Oh man. That's pretty good. Oh, you know what we didn't do? I keep forgetting to do this and cruise. It really doesn't give you that much more. I think it actually reduces, let's see, climb. Torque is set to 65.7. I think, yeah, 65.7. It doesn't do anything. So, whatever. How far are we now from TOD? 37 miles, okay. As we get closer to Tenerife, you can tell that's a big mountain. It's pretty cool. Zero traffic. Líneas Aéreas de Canarias. Don't forget to go visit bintercanarias.com. book your tickets now for all of your Canary Island hopping needs. It says La Palma, Isla Bonita on the nose there. That's pretty cool. It's a cool livery. Flight Sim TO. Just look up Binter Airlines. It's the one that has the most downloads on Flight Sim TO. This is really good. Look at that flight crew up there just chilling. Totally relaxed even after 2.5 legs. You're just looking forward to maybe getting into Tenerife. Having maybe a nice cold cocktail at the airport bar when they're done. Maybe change out of their flight crew uniforms first. Makes passengers nervous when you see a pilot drinking at the bar. Speaking of drinking, my beverage is now gone. Ugh. It's poor planning on my part. Zyro, how is VR Sim Airlines? Yeah, kind of dead, to be honest. I was into it at first, and then unfortunately, I had so many problems with with their VA client on my computer. It just kept crashing. I couldn't get it stable. You know, in VR, which is obviously important. So yeah, just, you know, I kind of stopped using it and then sort of stopped promoting it, and other people stopped flying it. So yeah, Zyro, it's not dead. I mean, it's still active. You guys can still go fly it if you want. But I mean, if you want a real active virtual airline, Micah has one. Axiom Airlines, and then Captain Shack. Actually, Captain Shack's got a really active one too, with YipJet Airlines. So those two are better options, I think, at this point. I hate to say it. By the way, anybody still watching, if you have not checked out and subscribed to Micah Messer's channel and Captain Shaquille Oatmeal's channel, you guys should stop what you're doing, stop watching this stream if you are, and go subscribe to their stuff. Man. It's our pro streamers that would have the weather radar in the appropriate mode, unlike this guy. Jeez, what are you doing? Not that there's any weather, but oh gosh. Weather radar actually works. The test flight that I did yesterday. It's the, you know, kind of the basic, Asobo weather radar, but no, it works. It worked pretty well actually. As I was flying into the green blob, I got rain, you know, on the windscreen. So, you know, it picked up precip. Now the tilt doesn't work. Like, you can tilt this up and down all day long, and it will still give you the same picture. I tested it out. So the weather radar is still kind of 2D, I guess. I mean, it's just kind of a pretty basic slice of the weather, and the tilt does absolutely nothing. I mean, it shows the tilt here on the display, but it doesn't actually do anything. So, but anyway, it's kind of cool to see, you know, precip on the radar, and then actually fly through it, and I got precip on the windscreen. Cool. All right, we got 17 miles to Top O descent, and then we'll spin down to. We get some restrictions, so why don't we just spin it all the way down to, let's say, 5,000 feet. It should stop us at 7 at Candy, but we'll see how that works. Just a little more VNAV testing. So far, I'm pretty happy with this. The only thing I'm annoyed at, the first turnaround, we were able to shut down completely, you know, shut down hotel mode, connect external power. Our batteries didn't discharge, but on the second leg turnaround, same old bug, and I didn't do anything different. It just seems really random. So that's all right. I think the lesson is, if I'm doing more than one leg, if I'm doing a turnaround, I'll just leave number 2 in hotel mode and not even connect the GPU. I mean, it would be like, it's the same as leaving the APU running. You know, maybe you're going to a remote airport where they don't have ground power, or a stand where they're not going to, pull, or a, not a stand, but a parking stand where they're not going to pull the GPU out for some reason or whatever. I don't know. I guess it's not terribly unrealistic. It's just kind of an irritating bug for me for some reason. But other than that, I mean, this thing has done, really well. The McDo resets itself enough. Some weirdness on the, on the PFD, but nothing that impacts the flight. Everything is just performed, I'm gonna say, pretty flawlessly. 9 miles to go. Teleporting there. Oh, look at that. Tenerife. Awesome. So we're going to Tenerife North. Tenerife South, we kind of flew just to the south of it on that first leg from into Gran Canaria, which is that. So we kind of did almost a circle around these islands tonight. I think this is pretty cool. Smash the like button. Like the smash button, everybody. Like the smash button. I forget who it was that said that. Cracked me up. Alright, 6 miles. So when we get to within like 3 miles, we'll spin the altitude down to 5,000. See how VNAV behaves. Yeah, I'm liking this cushion. Ooh, man. Also saving our dining room chair cushions because I'm sitting on top of a bunch of memory foam instead of the thin pad of the dining room chair. So why did that look so weird when I looked at it kind of in plan mode? I guess I was looking at the missed approach, which is wonky. But no, this is all good. Heading bug is synced. I got 3 miles to run. Well, we never turn the seatbelt sign off. These poor people. Jeez. Third leg of the day, man. Flight crew's tired. It's not good. Alright, we should be able to now spin this down. Let's go VNAV. Path. And get this down to 5,000. Look at that. We got a constraint there at flight level 70. There goes VNAV. Okay. Yeah, that worked great. We'll power back a little bit, but we can let the speed build a little bit too. It's as fast as this aircraft goes is in the descent. All right, descent checklist. Recall checked. Landing elevation is auto. Takeoff data was already confirmed. That looks good. Decision, MDA is already in, and that is 2,400 feet per company procedure, 50 feet above the DA. Arrival briefing, we've already done it. That's good. Approach is next. Looks like it's going to leave us a little bit high. Our little hockey stick is way up here. I wonder if that'll start to come in. Let's pull some power back too. It's getting a little fast. But we're a little bit, it seems like we're high. No, it's coming back now. There it goes. It's jumping back. Okay. See that little bottom of descent marker there? And it's coming back. I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's see how we make out here, folks. The seatbelt signs are on. They've always been on. Remember, we got an altitude constraint there at this fix here, Candy, so I'm okay with this. Put some more power out. Cool. In the descent into Tenerife. There's Gran Canaria off to the south. Nice. Let's go ahead and go into approach mode, which will get our approach speeds in. 107 knots on approach today. Oops. Yeah, I think we were left very high. I'm not sure what happened there. Supposed to be at 7,000 feet here. Well, I'm gonna let it go. Let's see what it does. No, it's 7,000 or above. You know what? I'm actually okay with this. Let's see. I don't think this is going to work out, folks. Yeah, we need to get down. Let's go vertical speed. Full power. There we go. That's better. 2,000 feet per minute down. That's not too excessive. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and sync up the heading bug on our final approach course, which is 295. So that's good. Let's go heading mode. Let's go ahead and go that. Let's go 295 on our course. Okay. Getting it slowed down here. About 200 knots. Alright, localizer's alive. Glide slope is alive. We could actually go ahead and just arm approach mode at this point. Alright, localizer captured, glide slope captured. Almost like we drew it up this way. The approach altitude was what? 70. And what was our altimeter setting? Power in. It was 1021, which will set at 6,000 feet. Cool. Approach checklist, seatbelt signs are on, landing lights, they're definitely on, altimeters to go, cabin altitude is checked, and we'll call that complete. Cool. And we're going to vacate the runway. Which way here? It's going to be a right turnout. Excellent. Let's slow it down a little more. All right, 1,000 feet. Actually, we can go ahead and set missed approach altitude, which is flight level 70. Now, let's go ahead and put in the first notch of flaps. Let's slow it down a little more. Where's the runway? Good Lord. Anybody see a runway around here? I think I see it. Oh man, this is a crazy approach. This is an awesome looking place, by the way. There's that mountain. This would be another good spot to take the yacht. All right, 6,000 feet, close enough. 1021. Altimeters are set. Let's see what we can do here. 12 miles. 160 knots. Still not picking out the airport, by the way, folks. I think I might see it. Okay. I think I got it. This is a cool approach. $10-mile final. Tenerife North traffic. Binter 1202's 10-mile final. 30. Tenerife North. Yep, airport's in sight. Approach speed 107 knots. Should get the radar altimeter pretty soon here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put the gear down. Pull some power. Put in the last notch of flaps. Alright, before landing checklist, cabin crews advised. Gear is down, flaps are about to come down. Flaps. Takeoff power management is takeoff. That's fine. Don't need any icing protection. Lights are on. Landing checklist is complete. There's the runway. Oh my gosh. Mike, what's up? So, new update. Can MSM plane like the 172 intercept the pink line, or do you have to show it where it is? I don't know. I've not flown the 172 in a while, but what's going on, Mike? Good to see you. Vander, what's up, man? You guys are just in time. Oh, airspeed. Just in time for the last landing of the last leg. So, yeah, Mike. I haven't tried. I think with the AAU2 update, I think they did some improvements to like the GNSs, like the GNS 530. We're pretty slow, actually. Right on the glide slope, though. So supposedly, yes. Vander, you got a Quest 2? Awesome, man. Welcome to the club. That's what I'm using right now. But one more outside view. I can't resist. Oh, man. That is... I don't say this very often, but smash the like button for that. That is insane. In VR, that is nuts. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. All right, we really do need to land this thing. Yeah, now we're fast. All right, don't do that again, dummy. All right, let's go autopilot off, and we'll hand fly this. Now we're really fast. What did I do? What have I done? What have I done to us? Because I messed around and took that outside view. Look at this upsloping. Look at this runway. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be fun, folks. Upsloping runway provides a nice optical illusion. And we are high. We're not, that's not an optical illusion. Like, we are, I screwed up. Shouldn't have done that last outside view. That was for your benefit, folks. Sorry, guys, I can't look at chat right now. I feel bad, too, because you guys just popped in. We've been streaming for like 3 hours. Where you been? No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. this is crazy. I gotta get back here and do this again. Maybe the same aircraft, actually. Alright, we're right on glide. 2 reds, 2 whites. We're on speed. A little fast, but I'm okay with that. We can slow down real fast in this thing.
Approaching minimum.
I'd rather be a little fast than slow. That one low. Yeah, there's that optical illusion that you're high.
Minimum.
We're really dragging it in here, too. I don't like this at all. Power. Power. Trim. Power. There we go. Yeah, we're...
500.
Alright. Those trees are a nice optical illusion, too.
200. 100.
Oh!
50.
Okay.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, we smashed it down. Ah. My excuse is that jumbo on final startled me. Not on final, on my final. That was not right. But no, that was... I don't think that's going to be the best one of the night, folks. But oh well. We'll see what we get. Let's roll it out. Dump the flaps. And pull up our airport diagram here. And we'll take this one. I didn't hear that guy making any radio calls either. I'm on VATSIM. Start the clock. Nice looking airport. Echo 3. Now we're just going to take it kind of to the middle of that terminal there. Let's vacate the runway here. Get it right. And stop it here. Mike even paid aircraft for 50/50. Yeah, it's supposed to be better. You're here cooking and paying attention. And how's the ATR with the update? Oh, it's good, man. It's real good. Sorry, crash butter. Your sim coughed a couple times. Oh, interesting. Vander, you're having a lot of stutters? Oh. With the stream or with your Quest? Hang on a second, guys. Well, after takeoff or after landing checklist, radar's off, flight control is locked, and we need to put these off. That can come on, that can go off. TRU can come off. These can come off. Flight controls are locked. Flaps are set. Trims, they're set. Landing lights, strobe lights are off. Anti-icing, didn't have it on. Probe seat are off. TRU is now off, and we'll wait 2 minutes to shut down number 1. Flight director's off. Reset that. And standby. Transponder can come into standby. All right, let's taxi. You get a lot of stutters with a 10400 3060 Ti and 32 gigs of RAM. Vander, check out the. I feel like we've talked about this. Maybe we haven't. Check out the settings video that I have up on the channel. It's like best Oculus Quest 2 best VR settings, something like that. Check that out. Why are we not on our taxi line? Let's see. Why don't we park it? I don't know. Any one of these will do. How about this one? What does this stand? 56. This looks good to me. This is where Binter Airlines parks here at the Tenerife. We didn't make a radio call. We'll let people know that we're off the runway, but that's okay. That guy can take off opposite direction and not make radio calls. So can we. a little manual marshalling here. Yeah, that's pretty good, guys. Oh, right here. That's good. Exit it off. Parking brake set. It's been 2 minutes, so this can go to feather and then off. Parking checklist. Parking brake is set. Taxi light is off. Condition lever 2 can come to feather. And then we can go ahead and engage the prop brake. And that should stop the propeller from turning. We'll just leave that on for now. Beacon light can come off. And these can come off. And we can open up the doors. Cargo door open, main door open. That can come on. That's fine too. And service door too. We'll open it all up. Let's connect the ground power too. Why not? Beacons off. Transponders standby. Tail props on. Seatbelts are off. And that is it. Cool. All right. You saw the videos about the config and you still get stutters. Oh man, hit me up in Discord, man. Maybe we can help you out. I can't do it now because I gotta sign off. It's pretty late. But hit me up over in Discord and we can either I or other people who know probably more about it than I do can maybe help you out, because you should be able to get okay performance out of that. Well, folks, welcome to Tenerife. This is the final flight of the day for Binter Canarias IBB1202. This has been a great flight. ATR has, this update was great. I mean, we had no issues today. The only one minor issue was with the was with the electrical system not charging, but if you kind of keep an eye on it and just leave number 2 in hotel mode so that these charging lights are illuminated, you'll have no issues. Helga, awesome stream, thoroughly enjoyed. Well, yeah, thank you, appreciate that. I'm just glad that you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Bombasso, Vander, you've got a lot to learn. Bombasso, you have no clue. Bombasso, you have a clue. Bombasso has an awesome setup. Soon to have a full motion setup with VR. I'm jealous, man. Oh, Bombasso, man, it's good to see you as always. Vander, everybody, good to see you all. It was a fun flight. This was a heck of a lot of fun. But it is now 11 o'clock, past 11, and I got to work tomorrow. And you guys look for a stream. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow night, maybe Saturday, maybe both. I don't know. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, please do so on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. All that good YouTuber fun stuff. But I thoroughly enjoyed this one. It was awesome having you all along. But y'all, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm going to bed. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. Good night.